Yo, Wagwan, Wagwan. Big up to Mandem in the building. Welcome back to Community Call In. Please, you know the deal. Share, subscribe, like. You know, let's do the house cleaning. Let's do the house cleaning. Big up to Mandem in the building already. Wagwan. Hustle boss, I agree. Javi and Gerard are poor managers. Big up to Christian. He's in the building. Well, go on, my brother. Hope you're doing well. I'm about to put this thing in there. He said, I'm glad I didn't watch the game, brother. You know what? Falling asleep in between matches. Falling asleep during the match, not in between the matches. Like, I was passing out. It was so bad. I had to be on TikTok just to keep myself stimulated. Otherwise, I would have fall asleep. This thing is getting bad and worse. I don't know anymore, people. At this point, what are we saying? You know what I mean? What are we saying? It's not making sense anymore. I'm not going to waste your time. The people who want to have your say, it shouldn't be about me today, people. You're coming. Come and talk, because I have spoken enough. It sounds like I'm just regurgitating myself every single time. It's the same thing. That's why sometimes I don't even put the link in the chat. So come on in, have your say. Big up to Mandem in the building. Hit the like button as you are here. Big up, Carl. How you doing, sir?
That's a tough question, my guy. That is $1 billion. That is a tough question.
Your mic.
What's wrong with my mic?
It was cutting it out.
Is it good now?
Now it's much better.
Yo,
Say something, brother. Say something.
My look, man. I want him gone, my guy. I want him gone.
I mean, at this point, like last time we talked, right?
Yeah.
I said if top four is, he tried to make it sound political and said it was a question he was answering. I said, I don't care. If top four is what we are aiming for, we don't need him. We could have anybody come in, give us a manager's boost. Yeah, it's going to be risky. It's going to be tight. But at least we will get some joy and enjoy ourselves making top four. You know what I mean? Because why is he still here? Make it make sense. Why is he still here? Tell me, why is he still here?
Look, man, I thought they were taking on the same line as me. Is that why are we gonna pay him to go away when he can do the same thing we're gonna pay someone else to be doing? It's just like you said, stay in Champions League position and get in do a run in Champions League in the FA Cup. Why are we paying two managers to do that one job?
Yeah.
But to me, you remember, man, this team used to go 1-0, and then it becomes an avalanche. It didn't matter what kind of team you were. It like Madrid, if you were Barcelona, you understand? You get 1-0. You let us put one goal past you. It doesn't matter. It's an avalanche. 2 is coming.
Yeah.
3 is coming. 4 is coming. Now the stem is the horrible truth is that we were not playing that badly. It wasn't that bad when we were playing. Like maybe we'll reach more shots, more progressive passes. But cool, it was 1-0. Burnley wasn't doing shit. Didn't feel any threatening. You went 1-0. And then obviously when you went 1-0, it was close to the end of the half. I get it. But I don't know what he's telling these men. Oh, now we just need to absorb some of it. Or teams are not saying, okay, look, our tactic of holding on pressure didn't work. and
Mhm.
now we're gonna try to attack them. We're gonna try to attack them in the second half and maybe get a result. I think
Mhm.
that's what teams are doing now. Suck up pressure, and then in the second half, let's just attack them. They're gonna break. They're
Brother.
gonna break.
Yeah, I mean,
They're gonna break.
it's
Like, oh man.
no. I mean, the thing is, the manager has no plan. The players have no identity. They don't know what they're doing. They're just going through the motions of, oh, we like they, okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna blame one person, and I blame Virgil van Dijk.
Okay.
He came out and said the fans should not boo. Did you hear that? People in the chat.
Man,
Did you guys see?
We lost, and I'm telling you, man, I lost it, man. I've never lost it. I've never lost it because I'm a guy that understand winning and losing is part of competition. It's part of the process of competition.
Right.
Like, to me, what I'm very frustrated and I kind of said it a minute ago is that we go 1-0. It feels like this manager is telling them, oh, we don't need to go for second, third, and fourth, and fifth, and sixth. I hate that shit. Like, I'm the type of dude, I want to humiliate my competition. It's not my business that you're not as good as me or you don't want to try to win as much as me. But that also means that when another team is trying to humiliate me, I gotta be humble enough to understand they are trying to assert their position and the way they want to win. I have no issue with that. I'll never get my feeling and hurt. I'll shake your hand and say, "Good game, man. You guys are really good."
Yeah.
But the thing is, this manager's philosophy, I don't understand. We go 1-2. Oh, it should be fine. It should be fine. We're gonna win the game now, bro. This isn't a Sunday school or Sunday football anymore. It shouldn't matter if I'm trying to humiliate my competition.
Right.
I should always want to humiliate my competition to tell them that you're not on the level. So Burnley, respectfully, if we go 1-0, it needs to go 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the worst thing about it, they score, and instead of him getting angry at the team, he does the thing is that he does this to the how dare you score? Like, instead of getting angry at the players, telling them to shape up, he gets it's almost like a nonchalant, we concede.
That's the thing. He has no. It's not that the thing is, they don't believe him. Right? The thing is, they don't believe him, and they're going through the motions as he is, because they have no plan. Because the person right now that everybody's been lauding, who's been lauding that, oh, he's the best player on the team and this and that, is Szoboszlai. But Szoboszlai final third is very poor. The fact that he missed the penalty is a psyche thing. He is also getting to the whole thing of, I'm the shit. There was a report that he's talking about, I am at the peak. Right? He's talking about, I am at my peak. I'm like, bro, you're not at your peak. You're not giving enough goals to be at your peak. You're supposed to be a number 10.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can never diss a player who feels confident. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you should. If you want to feel confident, if that's what you feel, you're confident, and this is your peak, cool. I'm not gonna try to knock down that confidence. You know, like. But the thing is, that's who he has always been from the get-go. So I'm not gonna knock him, because from the minute we sign him, that's the type of player that's his lingo. That's how he speaks. So I'm not that bothered. I did hear it, but I'm not that bothered, because that's who he is. That's who he has always been. He got humble, But the thing is that, to his confidence, and also because of that confidence, he show us, hey, a Verts is not coming here and taking my place. He
Mhm.
solidified his place. He solidified his place in this squad.
Yeah.
So we gotta give him props for that. Like he got so good to the fact that a Verts cannot displace him.
Mm.
Verts is displacing someone else.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not that bothered by him saying shit like that. But the penalty was well taken. It was just too hard. He hit
No,
it
but
too
this is the
hard.
thing though. If you knew that the team is at the place where they are not comfortable, why you not just keep it simple? You have to keep the thing is that's the problem, bro. We cannot allow them to feel like we just because we haven't lost in this amount of games, we are here. There is confidence.
Well, that's why Enfield boo, man. That's why Enfield boo.
And
man.
then Virgil comes out and said, you shouldn't boo. Who the hell are you, man? He needs to shut up, man. I'm tired of that guy, man. I'm tired of Virgil right now, man. It's like, bro, be quiet. What have you won this year? Everything that Virgil talks about is what he did in the past. And it's frustrating. That's the mindset that they are in right now.
That's the thing. I think that's the thing Virgil is not getting. I think that's the thing that Virgil is not getting. Virgil is not getting that we are thirsty for more trophies.
Mm.
I think what Virgil is not getting is that some of Liverpool fan, there's a feeling in Liverpool fan is that we should have won more. When Klopp was here, we should have won more.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we understood and we understand because they fought. They fought. His issue is not he's not understanding is that we are not fighting. Like that's the big. I guarantee you, no one boo if this game ended 1-1. But the thing is, just in overall of the season, we were out here fighting and winning games.
Yeah.
If we were second, everybody would be like, you know what? Bad day at the office today.
Yeah.
Bad day at the office today. We should have played better. We should have played better, and we allowed this relegated team to get a point here at Enfield. We would have understood. We'd be like, you know what? But we second, we third, and then we were 2 points or 3 points or 4 points away from first.
Yeah,
would have understood. But right now we are 13, 14 points away from the top of the league, and we're playing shit. And no one has trust that this is going to change. He did not understand the fact that people don't value the fact that you are winning. You are about to win leagues and titles and cups. People value the fact that you are trying hard.
The thing with me with Virgil is I think
trying hard and succeeding.
There's the thing with Virgil, and you could see his leadership is what the whole team is about right now. Him and the manager. He, out of everybody, I don't care whether people say he's screaming and he is trying and nobody, there's a reason why nobody's listening to him anymore. Because it's not, you see, this is the thing that people don't get. It's not everything about what happens on the field during the match day. What happens in practice? What happened when they are outside? How he composed himself? Everything else is part of the whole thing. There's a reason why Roy Keane was a certain way, because he didn't want to let down that whole thing of, hey, we are winning every single time. Stevie G was like that. Henderson, Milner. But this guy, he's walking around like, who the hell I tell you that we shouldn't boo? That makes, like, right there, we should, the fans needs to be, like, people need to be going to his thing and say, brother, I saw the comments and everybody's telling him, you need to shut up. You're not doing anything. If you don't want the fans to boo, that means you have to do something. And he is not. And everybody always, when you say Virgil, everybody is talking about, but Virgil did this for, I'm not talking about what he did. What he did is already solidified. Nobody could ever change that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what it is. Nobody on this planet could ever change what Virgil have done for Liverpool, for himself, and the community. But right now, we are in right now. When we talking about right now, we don't talk about what you did before. What you did before is when we talking about when we decide to put everything together. Then we talk about what you did. But right now, you have no right to be telling the fans what they can and cannot do. If you want the fans to boo, play continuous playing what you're doing. If you want the fans to cheer, then change the way you play. Because just like you said, Carl, even when we weren't playing well under Klopp, the stadium was still buzzing. Right now, everybody's sitting there just chilling, just watching, just waiting for something bad to happen because they know something bad is going to happen. And yes, I agree with Christian. At this point, the board should be holding the blame right now, right? Edwards and Hughes. I don't care. Maybe in the summer they will let him go, but until the summer comes in, it's their fault because they could have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Yeah, and then also I think 2 or 3 days ago you were talking with the I think on Wednesday you were talking with the guys, with me and others, and then you were saying is that or even Zubiri, you guys were saying this is not an FSG issue. This has to be with Richard Hughes and Edwards, because they are the ones who make the decision, and I think a lot of fans refuse to see that. FSG has given.
Are you sure about that, Carl?
Because it has to because
like I hear a lot of blame for Richard Hughes and Edwards. I don't hear any FSG like complaints.
Well,
yeah, because FSG have done their job.
To the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm referring to the conversation.
Because like the whole board, they represent FSG.
Yeah, I'm referring to that conversation. I'm saying is that
big up Irishman.
Zubiri was having it right. He's like the blame cannot be on FSG. The blame has to be on Edwards and Hughes because they're the ones making those decisions, especially the football decision about this club. And I don't think that Hughes is looking at it the way we're looking at it, because I don't know what's his plan in spending all of that money, and B, what is this a short term or long term a project for him or for him? Because if the only way this dude is still on the job is because this is a long term project. If this was a short term project, he's failing. He needs to go.
But didn't it become a short-term project when we signed the players that we signed? Like we didn't sign project players.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm very confused, and he needs to. I've seen Hughes only twice.
I haven't seen him ever at Anfield, by the way. I haven't seen him ever.
Yeah, true. But I've
only when we won the title, we saw everybody. That before then, I don't see him in a normal game.
I wouldn't even count it when he got the job and when Jota passed away. That's the only time I've seen it. I've seen him being spoken. Oh, and when Slot got the job. Yeah, those are the only time I've ever seen him. So I'm very confused. What is the plan of these dudes at the club? Because just like you, I thought this was a short term and a long term plan at the same time.
Yeah.
Short term is that getting Isak was let's try to win more trophies.
Get the Verts, even Frimpong. He's an experienced player too. Like it's not like he's like a young player. You know what I'm saying? Like Frimpong, he won the league in Germany too. You know what I'm saying? So these are experienced players. Yeah,
we brought players that could be here for
the long term, and they can do something now.
In the short, in the now, and
let the Irishman and Aziz also say something.
Go ahead.
Irishman, what you say?
Oh, hey man, just good afternoon to everybody. Yeah, I mean, Aziz was here before me, man.
No, go
No,
ahead.
right.
I mean, I was piggybacking on Carl. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead, bro.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've only just kind of, I don't know really what you were. I mean, I know what you're talking about in general, but yeah. I mean, the only time you really ever have a long-term project in football is if you're in the third division or something, and your long-term project is to get to the top. We're at the top. You don't. It isn't really short term or long term, like you're saying. It's just an all the time project. You've got to be thinking for the short term, medium term, and long term. Like we're talking long term. We brought in some young kids for the under-21, see how they work out. But you're also buying players that can impact immediately. So you need to be work. Yeah, and it needs to. You need to have a short term plan for the next 6 games, and you need to have a long term plan financially for your stadium and that kind of stuff. Yeah, cool. But you've got to be working football. You got to work on the fly. You can't have. I mean, you can have a plan that says we're going to have four centre halves this year, and those four centre halves are going to be Ibu, VBD, Leone, and Mark Gahey. We almost had that, and then that fell apart in an instant. So you need to be able to react to that. You need to be able to react, and that's why I'm just so kind of pushing me over the edge now. This January, the fact that we're just sitting here watching Mark Gahey go to Man. Now I know people talk about the wages, but the fact that City have just picked him up for 20 million quid, gone in, we didn't have to get him, but it's just shown they have an injury crisis, and what they do, they go out and do something about it. We have an injury crisis, and we just go, oh, summer plans are looking lovely.
Get another 75% window again. Get another 75% window again. Get 3 players, miss out on 2, and then we'll have a half season again. It's like the same cycle over and over and over again.
Exactly.
This never stops.
Exactly. That's the part where I I don't know whether that one was a Klopp thing or Edwards thing, because it's always, if we don't get our number one target, then we have to create another number one target. We don't go for number 2. That makes no sense. The thing is, this money. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I will give them the grace for maybe they're waiting because the alternative is not available yet. And I'm praying to baby Jesus that it's not Nagelsmann. Because if it's Nagelsmann, I promise you, Irishman, I'm just going to be a regular fan, just show up, watch the game, and then go to sleep.
Really? Nagelsmann?
I do not want to see that guy anywhere near Liverpool. I would take Alonso and Fabregas over him 10 times over.
Nagelsmann is not bad shots, by the way.
I think Alonso, yeah.
I would not want Nagelsmann anywhere. Nagelsmann is a hype. He's a club part 6.
In my opinion, he's a good manager.
We don't need we don't need those things anymore. We need an adult.
Tactics. You want tactics.
Tactics. Somebody who is an adult. I'm tired of these kids walking around like everything is cool when everything is not. Liverpool is an institution. Respect it. And they don't. They are too comfortable.
Yeah, but if you had a choice, Quasi, if it was just a straight choice, and you said to me, you can have Slot for next season, or you can have Nagelsmann for next season, I'm taking Nagelsmann.
Shoot me. Shoot me. Irishman, shoot me. If that was the case, then kill me now. Kill me now. I don't want none of them in my club. I'm serious, because Nagelsmann, yes, he's a players love him, but he has a tactical deficiency, especially in the people think that this defense is bad. You wait till he comes in. He's all attack, and everybody will be like, yeah, then we pump. It'll be Brendan Rodgers when we almost won the league and we shipped 50 goals. That's what's going to be Nagelsmann. There's a reason why top clubs didn't go for him after Bayern Munich, and he ended up in the German national team. And then look at the German national team. How well are they performing? Nothing. You see what I mean? Well, we need an adult. If we're going to go with Alonso, then I understand that we are going for a long project. He has to basically build just like he did at Leverkusen. That's why his problem was at Madrid. Madrid needed somebody to win right now. He wasn't ready. He was trying to build something.
In Madrid, they were winning and they're so not happy.
Because he wasn't winning the way they wanted. Yeah. They did. Yes, yeah.
He was asking the players to show up. Quasi, he was asking the players to show up for work on time, and he got the sack because of it. Come on, we all know that's what happened.
Exactly.
Those players got with him.
And whose fault was that? Whose fault was that?
They didn't want to work. They didn't want to work. They were complaining about things like punctuality. Like he wanted better punctuality, as in turning up on time for training, and they didn't like it. Mm-hmm. These guys are a bunch of babies, man.
But Irishman.
That whole club is babies, by the way. That whole
last year, right? Last year when Klopp said he was leaving, or the previous year, we all said Alonso. Slot came in the picture when Alonso said, "No, I'm staying one more year."
Yeah.
So that's his fault. He of anybody should know that club better than anybody else. Because remember, he's not just a Liverpool legend.
Spanish, bro.
He's Spanish. He knows about them.
You gotta take it though. You gotta take it. If they offer you a real job, you gotta take it.
No. I'm not saying you shouldn't be ambitious to that level, but there's no free lunch. There's consequence with any choices you make.
By the way,
that's all
we
I'm
love
saying.
Alonso more than Madrid do. By the way, because we were because he gave us a Champions League in a period that we weren't very good. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate him more than what Madrid does. Like he came into a Super Galactico team, like when Alonso went over there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why they don't see him as like a legend. Like we do see him as a legend.
Well, his first love is Real Sociedad, like Zubimendi.
That's where he's from. That's his club.
Yeah. And then he went to Bayern. So it's like, bro, the whole world was telling him don't go to Madrid was too early for him. Everybody said it. But he went there.
Yeah, and then now we got a free run at him. Now we got a free run at him.
Is he coming in with I'm juvenated, or you are the second, side piece? So hey, my first love, the one that I wanted didn't want me. So oh well, come here, let me caress you. Is it one of them things?
I don't mind it.
Okay. I got here, and you're talking about caressing. So what's going on right now?
No, I'm just saying. No, what's the name? Irishman made a good point about now we have a free run at him. But I'm still looking at it like, yeah, we decided, we asked him to come first, and he said, nah, I'm going to that shiny thing over there.
Yeah, that's why I don't want him, by the way. That's why I don't want him, because like, if we got him after he won that league title in Germany, we would have got a very ambitious and passionate manager.
3 to 4 years.
We got a manager that's lacking in confidence a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So like if he comes in and our team is not confident too, it's not just him. The team in itself right now, like yesterday's performance, that was just based on us not having confidence in front of goal.
No, Aziz, I actually like him. I actually like him that he came in after failing at Madrid. I think that will give him a lot more perspective of what football is, right? Because he learned that being a teacher in football is not always the right way to manage. I think he went in and tried to do something similar as what he did in at Leverkusen, and then he's learning sometimes some players it doesn't work. Some of them just need you. Stay here. You're gonna score. And I think he went into Madrid and trying to be a teacher, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, but they should, because like their players are not like, the thing is like, the weird thing about Madrid is
it's Madrid.
They don't have that type of players, bro. If it was like a prime Toni Kroos or Modric, then that's okay. But like Bellingham and those players, they're not that technical, bro.
No, but it doesn't
like
matter.
He can teach him a thing or two, you know what I'm saying?
The ethos of that club is that you're here to come in to manage. You're not here to teach them.
But see, this is the thing.
There's not much of those managers out there.
This is what you need to win.
This is the thing that I don't like. Somebody's calling us that we be emotional about it. Somebody's talking about he didn't dish it. This, what you guys are saying, it's emotional. We told him, come to Liverpool.
Yeah.
He said, I'm staying one more year. The reason why he decided to stay one more year so he could go to Madrid.
Yeah.
Because what's the name? Ancelotti had one more year to go. So people should stop trying to make things happy because he didn't. No, he was getting them. Come back home. Liverpool fans had this whole banner. He's coming.
Ready, bro.
We were waiting. So
and if you won the league for us last season, bro, imagine that. Bro.
If you won last season, oh my God,
the league.
The managerial.
He would have taken off and went on to another level, bro. He would have been amazing, bro. Yeah.
It's the managerial merry-go-round, man. It's undefeated. It's undefeated. They come around. He'll come around. He's going to take another job eventually. So if he wants to wait a couple of months and then come in, I'm fine with that. Because if Slot is going, means waiting for him. I mean, if you ask me a list of managers, I'm happy to let him go off and do a couple of months. You know, take couple of months off, whatever it is. That's the season is nearly over then anyway. If you get an agreement in place with him, comes in the summer, he's ready to go. Clubs or managers move clubs all the time. You know, he wanted to manage Madrid. Fair play to him. Like, because now if he's gone and done that, we're not sitting here. And you know, he's doing well at Liverpool, and every couple of weeks there's a Madrid want Alonso headlines. With basically that's done now for at least 6, 7, 8 years. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back there one day.
That's Madrid my point. How many times has Ancelotti got fired?
It could be 5, 6 years. It could be 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and he ends up back there. So,
see, with me, I
can handle the rejection. I can handle the rejection because I was looking at strategically. I was looking at this kid. We all know he wants to do 3 things. He wants to 4 things. Probably manage Real Sociedad, Real Madrid, Liverpool, and maybe Bayern. So let's let him get that Real Madrid, which will be the big one. Let him scratch that itch first. So then when he does come to Liverpool, he'll have done his Real Madrid thing, and he'll be happy to give us maybe 5, 6 years, as long as it works out. There's no guarantee.
Yeah.
You know, but just look at it that way.
For me, go someplace else and build your confidence back up. That's why I'm here. Like, I campaign for Edwards to come back. I'm campaigning for
you're campaigning him to leave?
No, I'm campaigning for what's the name? Enrique. People tell me that's impossible. People are telling me it's impossible.
Is but ideal situation.
Yeah.
But like
Enrique is also at the same place.
No, but like
no, I get you.
Enrique doesn't happen. You can go for an Alonso or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. All of for me, that's why I said Nagelsmann is a no for me. It's if it's not Enrique, then I would rather you take Alonso than Nagelsmann. I'll take Fabregas over Nagelsmann. Now, to answer Jerry, I said because we can't handle rejection, but brother,
we're used to it, bro.
Exactly, but he is choosing to stay with him based on sentimental. That's also called emotion. You are not choosing him because he's good. Because if we're talking about he's good, he's not good because he just got fired. If he was good, he wouldn't be fired. He didn't even finish a whole year.
There's
no, that's 100% on those players, man. That's 100%.
Whatever it is,
and ask them to be
does he has a job now? We can't make excuses because we could say the same thing about.
Everybody gets sacked by Madrid. Everybody gets it.
Everybody, but at the end of the day, you still got sacked.
I would also judge him. I'd judge him on the job that he did at Leverkusen. What you mean is he did. So you want to ignore the fact that the guy is capable of doing an invincible season, winning the cup and getting to Europa League.
Yeah, if we were okay, hold on.
Do we have to ignore that because he got sacked?
You can because that's his resume. You can't because that's his resume. But at the end of the day,
Real Madrid is his CV. You've just said that's his CV. Real Madrid getting sacked from. How is that not also his resume?
Liverpool's
not life as a manager.
Irishman, this is the thing. Listen to what I'm saying. People are trying to brush out that this is because of the Real Madrid players. If he was that good, he would have been able to find a way to work with those players. He didn't. Whether it's their players' fault or not, we know what Real Madrid players are.
Yeah.
He knows it better than anybody else. You don't need to convince me about that. Right? But he still got fired. He doesn't have a job right now. We cannot brush it over and blame the players because wait. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because we could say the same thing about Slot because our players are also doing exactly the same thing right now.
Yeah, Virgil, the streak. It's bad tactics and it's the players at the same time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, we cannot prove to us. We cannot make excuses.
Bad tactics and the players at the same time. It's both.
It's both. So that's what I'm saying. We cannot make excuses on the same way people debate on this player should come compared to this player should come because this player don't have this, that player has. We have to use the same thing. Somebody say I'm being emotional because I real rejection. No, I'm not being sentimental about it because he's an ex-Liverpool player. He did this and he did that. We could also say, people say we shouldn't get German players because the German league is not good anymore. Okay, then the Alonso winning the Invincible is also not good anymore.
Winning Bundesliga with Leverkusen, that holds a different weight.
I understand, but I'm using the same argument. I'm using the same argument people use on players and on the manager. But at the end of the day, if we are Liverpool and we say we are the best, we should get the best, and he is not the best right now. Let's be honest.
I think we all in agreement that number one choice is Enrique. But if Enrique is not attainable for whatever reason, Alonso, I think we're all in agreement that we will take Alonso.
Yes.
I think even Quasi said he's not against Alonso, but that's sitting on the back of his mind. Like the fact that the way he got out of Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what I'm saying.
We're worried about he might not be as confident as he was like 3 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. We should not take
question. So you saying his tenure at Madrid is a failure?
It's not a failure, but it hindered his confidence.
I don't see the failure. I don't see the
How?
failure.
Explain. It's not a failure, but it hindered his confidence.
Hold
No, Carl. If it's not failure, it's success. There's no in between. So don't try to be slick. Tell me the success he did at Madrid.
There's no way for me to say there's success. He got canned before the season ended.
So is it successful?
He was second. I can't say he was successful.
So there's a failure. No, it's a failure.
There's no failure. There's no failure. Like you telling me
there's some gray area there, Quasi. There's some gray area there.
Look, man, come on. He was second. He was second. I don't know how many points behind he was, but I don't think it was that much. I don't think it was that much.
Madrid having a better season than us, and they sacked their manager. They're second with 4 points behind the first.
But to me,
the manager has a 71 win percentage. Our manager has like 43 or something like that right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, this
was more like maybe like one game or 2 games and like a couple of draws. That's it. Like that's it. And they sacked their manager for that.
Look, man,
we have 6 draws and 6 losses and only won 10 games the whole season.
Now I want JR to explain to us why he thinks that Alonso will be the guy without you being sentimental. Tell me why Alonso should come to Liverpool. As much as the link is. Stop talking in the chat and get your behind on the panel as well. Since you are the man. Yes, sir.
I attempted to put forward one reason why he might be good, and you just immediately dismissed that, and you just said that's on his resume. Is that not what you get a job based on? Is what you've done? I don't understand. Like, are you just saying that's in the past?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying, Irishman. This is what I'm saying. I say we should not remove his shortcomings at Madrid and just blame it on those players.
Okay, how can I explain this? Okay, you know for a fact.
Let me say this. I'll explain to you. He was there to do a job. They brought him there for a specific reason. He's very good man manager. He's very good man manager. Yeah, he is loved. Everybody. That's why Madrid waited a whole year to get him. He went to Madrid. That he didn't do well with those players, regardless of whatever those players are. We know people. Should we tell everybody who the Real Madrid players that whole culture is? He came from there. He is from Real Sociedad, went to Madrid. So that part, but we cannot act like whatever he was supposed to do over there, he had a shortcoming. We can't just say, oh, he was an invincible. Remember, he became an invincible and then lost the league. He came in what, 3rd? So we can't act like it didn't happen. So if it's on your CV, your first year, your second year you were invincible, your 3rd year you came in this, you went to Real Madrid, this happened, and that's what Liverpool is going to look at. They're not just going to say, oh, he's invincible on 2-3 years ago.
I think we want him, by the way. I think we want him.
Yeah, we want him after the invincible year.
No, we want him now. I think we want him.
I'd rather take him than Nagelsmann. As long as it's not Nagelsmann, I'm good. Like we're talking about.
I think he might be our manager next season. I can actually put money on that right now. I
put it in the chat there.
Put money on that right now.
Where do you put it at?
Aziz, I said it doesn't mean he's a bad manager. It means he was the wrong manager for Madrid.
Yeah.
Could that not be it? Like we were also we know this point.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
He's not going to be coming to Liverpool. Like this Madrid team, even by Madrid. Now he was in a team, but he was in a team full of bloody winners as well. He was in a team full of they were Galacticos, but he had Ronaldo. You think Ronaldo showed up late for training? Do you think Ronaldo didn't take dietitian advice seriously? Do you think Ronaldo wanted maple syrup and pancakes for breakfast? They had real winners there.
Maple syrup.
So this is the guy. He ain't going to be coming to Liverpool and dealing with egos. The egos that he dealt with in Madrid, that is not. He is going to have a team at Liverpool like he did in Germany, a team of high quality players, but aren't normally players that will listen to him and do what he asks and do what he wants him to do. You won't have guys complain about actually having to show up for work on time and going straight to the president and complaining about not to. So you can't even compare the Liverpool culture to the Real Madrid culture. So if nothing else, the that is one thing he won't be doing here. He won't have to deal with those.
He'll be given time with us. Like the players will listen to him more. They will like adapt to his philosophy of football and all that. Like it's not like Madrid. Like we don't allow players to step out of line. You saw what happened to Salah, our biggest player of the season. The minute he started talking and opened up his mouth, everybody crashed in on him. That's our biggest player. So nobody does that in Liverpool, what they do in Real Madrid. Right now, Vinny Jr. disrespected Alonso. And when he was trying to sub him off, nobody said anything. Mbappe stopped the players from doing a guard of Arnold after the manager made his direction, told everybody to do guard Arnold. He said no. And that was tolerated in Madrid. In our club, we don't tolerate that. Like our owners, our board, our management, they all go in on him if a player steps out of line. You know what I'm saying? So like he will give like that's the thing. Like I think Alonso made a mistake by going to Madrid.
That's what I'm saying.
That he made a career mistake of going there, bro. His natural progression should have been to Liverpool and then maybe 5 years later to Madrid.
That's my point. Because you know why?
Aziz, you know, and I don't know if it because I didn't look into it, but I've been told I was watching something. And Mbappe backs Alonso, by the way. Mbappe is one of the people that's on his side. So that's why I kind of believe this story. Alonso wanted him to go and stand somewhere, and Mbappe realized that if they'd gone and stood there, they would have been. They were going to take a team photo of Barcelona, and Madrid would have been standing behind them. So Mbappe said, "No, don't go there. Go here," kind of thing. He wasn't trying to stop him doing the guard, but he realized that if they went and stood there, that's what someone said. Now, and but it's the fact that Mbappe is backing Alonso. I think Mbappe just realized they'd be standing in front of the photographers, or they'd be standing in the picture or something. So they said, "No, walk this way." But I mean, even that was kind of been pulled up. But there's everybody out there has undermined this.
Everything is extra over there. Yeah, everything is extra.
Bad decision to go there. Yes, definitely. Right now, he should have. You know,
even if it's not Liverpool, by the way. Even if it's not Liverpool,
guys, this is in hindsight. Everybody said he should have went to Madrid above Liverpool. Everybody at the time when he was like the hot thing in the market right now, and like he was going to move away from Leverkusen, and the options were Bayern and us and Real Madrid. Everybody said he should have went to Madrid. This is in hindsight after he went over there and it didn't work out.
I think Liverpool fans wanted him back. Liverpool fans wanted him back.
Yes, we wanted him, but the thing is, the pool of Madrid was too much, and we were never gonna beat them on that. All the social aspect of Madrid was too great for him to pass on. But to me, hold on a second. Hold on a second. To me, this is a firing of not the players. This is a firing of Florentino Perez.
He's been like that.
Strictly.
Yeah. He runs everything over there.
It's strictly him. I think he didn't have the patience for him to instill his type of football and winning. Because again, if you want to have success at Madrid and you want to implement your style of football, your thinking, number one thing you need to be doing is winning, and not winning games, winning trophies. That's the number one thing you need to do. That will buy you time. I guarantee you, he's not fired if they won was it Copa del Rey or Super Copa?
I don't think that was the problem.
If they won,
like people lose finals.
He's not fired
in the first season. Yeah.
I don't think that was it. I think there was internal rift between him and the players. Perez, and naturally, Perez is also.
But you also have to think about this, by the way. Hold on.
You don't fire a manager who's second.
That's what I'm saying.
Still in the top.
That's the whole point, Carl. They didn't fire him because of the. They didn't fire him because of the loss. They fired him because there's a problem in the background.
I'm saying it's a problem, it's a problem with him and Perez. It's not a problem between him and the players.
No.
It's not a problem between him and the players.
It's the players. Perez always goes, like somebody said, Perez always goes with their players.
No, Perez does whatever he wants, to be honest.
Well, that's true. He always does whatever he wants. But there's the thing that people need to understand. Where Liverpool fans, yes, I agree with what Irishman is saying, get that whole Madrid feeling out of your system. Kind of like what Pep Guardiola did.
Yeah, we don't have that worry no more.
Yeah, he got the Barcelona out of his system, and then everywhere he went, look at him, City. He's almost 10 years in City, right? But this one, everybody knew it, like, bro, like me being the student of the game that I am, I knew like, okay, bro, you are a real Sociedad person. You're not a true Madrista. So they're not going to look at you.
He fell in love with the club when he was there.
But they're not going to look at you the same. He is not what's his name? Raul. Or even Casillas, right?
Even them, they'll sack him. Trust me, bro. Even if they were the club, they don't have loyalty like that, bro. Their loyalty is on winning. That's it, bro. They don't care about if you're from the academy or not, bro.
He made a mistake. I'm sorry. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
He made a mistake, and that, like Carl saying, the allure of Real Madrid blindsided him. But guess who? The manager who said, I still don't want to go there. Jurgen Klopp.
Klopp has a brain, bro. He's not like these other managers.
He don't need the money,
has a brain, bro. But like he will go. Like if they pay him enough and they give him his conditions, he will go. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Like let's say
that's the condition they promised Alonso.
No. If they tell him the players will fall in line and he will get his way there and they'll pay him the right money, he will go.
Let me tell you what Klopp is. Exactly. That's his Irish way said. Klopp knows. He's like, I'm not going because Perez is unstable. He's unstable creature. He will go with the superstars first.
Well, he's elected, Quasi. Don't forget, Perez is an elected president.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody owns Real Madrid. It's owned by its fans, socios, and every year they elect a president. Now, you have to have been a member for over 10 years. You have to have over 100 million in your bank account, so only certain people can run for president. But they are elected. So what the presidents that are up for election have to do? Keep the voters on side. So the people that are going to vote for you are the socios, the members of Real Madrid. And if they are leaning towards, he'll be looking at what are the fans thinking. Do the fans like Vinny? Do they like Alonso? Do they like this? Always been like that. Go out, promise a few big signings, throw a bit of cash at it. But these guys are literally football politicians that have to do things to get re-elected. They have to keep people on their side. So that's why you get a lot of this madness that goes on, because you just Google, ask ChatGPT, Real Madrid managers that have been fired immediately after winning a trophy. It's all of them, basically. It's a list of some of the greatest managers the last 25 years.
Yeah, they fell out.
No, because Zidane is one of them.
Zidane, Ancelotti, Capello,
there's
Mourinho.
a reason why they can't get him back, by the way, because they fell out with him.
Yeah, they've sacked people after winning doubles. Zidane is taking the French job. Zidane is that's been known for about a year now. He's taking as soon as Deschamps leaves after the World Cup, Zidane is taking the French.
It was 5-6 years, by the way. It's not just a year. He's been after that job for a while, bro.
Yeah. That's his. People talking about him come to England. I'm just thinking you're just insane. He's never.
That is not coming after World Cup. He's
never going to manage an English club.
Yeah.
And he said he doesn't like the weather either. He's also
doesn't want to learn the language. It's the same as Diego Simeone tried to learn English. Diego Simeone was linked with a job in England. He said he didn't speak literally a word of English. He decided to try and learn English. He gave up after 2 weeks. He said, forget that England nonsense.
But this is what I want to talk about, though. And I like that we talk about this. Why is this season, and this is people in the chat, I need you guys, I hold on, let me find it so that maybe right now I'm a little bit too amped, so the question won't come out properly. But I would like you guys to help me here with this question. We are in an era of trash managers and coaches. Has there ever been a season this chaotic? Has you guys ever seen a season where, like 5 years ago, we would be picking all these managers like this guy, I want this guy, I want this guy. Right now, we just sat here almost 15 minutes and talked about one person. And even that person, we say he's a second choice. People, are we? What's going on in football, man? As well for what's going on in professional sports? These athletes are rich too fast. Is it the academy fault? Is it, in America, they call it the Pop Warner, where they have kids making money when they are 5 years old because they have talent? Is it the same thing in England, where the same thing is like sports is kind of, there's no hunger in sports anymore. People are not hungry. I'm looking at Liverpool and Virgil is telling me to shut up. Don't boo him because he was playing like trash. Who the hell are you? But I'm looking at the managers. Irishman, Carl, Christian, big up yourself for being in here. People in the chat. Have you guys ever seen a list of managers being so poor? On like, who is the Don Dada right now? Pep Guardiola is not Pep Guardiola anymore. He got beat by a new manager.
Quick question to you, Quasi. When
Yes,
was it
sir.
ever really that good? Like
Well,
the managers were always like okay to very good. Like there was always like 3-4 exceptional managers, right? Like you get like the Ancelottis, the clubs, the Guardiolas, and so on and so forth. After the top 5, the list from there to the bottom is very poor. You know what I'm saying? And the era that we grew up in, like when we were a lot younger, there was a lot of great individual players and great teams that are built around those players. So like when some of those managers start to retire, you're left with whatever is left from there. So like, well, let's say for instance, right now Ferguson retired. So that's one big manager out the way, right? You got Guardiola is about to lose it. So that's another big manager out the way. Club is right now not managing. That's another big manager out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like when the top 5 starts to shrink, then you're gonna see what's left, and what's left is not very good.
That's my whole point. Because
no, I view it differently. I view it very differently. I view it in the fact that this is more of a microwave situation of instant gratification, and I think that managers now are no longer allowed to create a program. And club are no longer allowed to create a program because the money is no longer, the money is too much. Too much money being made can be made differently. I think that the money is no longer made necessary to which position you are in the league table. It's made through a lot of different aspect of the game. You can make money by selling your young players. You could make money by selling your top players. I think before those avenues were a little bit harder. And I think club have decided they're not really in the business of getting getting a good manager to create a program to be in the top table, but more developing players. To me, when I used to watch football, yes, it was still there, but I never saw a team as a selling club. I never saw Brighton, not even a club like Brighton said, we're here to be in the top 10 of the league, but we are looking to sell some of our talent. I never saw it. I never used to see football that way, or heard football that was.
He's talking about manager, Carl.
I'm talking about manager.
I've never seen managers. To answer Quasi's question.
That's what's stopping.
I just love the cars. It's all about the money. It's always about the money.
You're not developing managers. In order for good managers to be,
I don't know what Carl's talking about.
Carl, you're all over the place.
Carl, you're waffling. He's talking about the managers specifically. He's not talking about players.
Like, why are you saying the pool of managers are not great as they used to?
I'm not talking about players. I'm saying in order for you to, for the business to have good managers, they need to be developed at clubs. They need to be failing and succeeding, and we're not giving managers the time to succeed and fail, because every single time they develop a team.
I mean, like he makes a point there. Like nobody took a risk on Deserbi, for example, right? Like no big club like that. Yeah.
Okay,
they get sold.
But Carl, this is a thing that people sometimes forget. Football is it's not linear, right? It moves, it changes, and you have to change with the time. When Ferguson and Wenger were around, there was only maybe 2 or 3 clubs who had a lot of money, so they could get big up yourself, John. They could all the one who could get the best players. Right now, these clubs are pumping way too much money in the club and into the teams for a manager to say, "Oh, we're gonna wait. I need to develop first." You are a businessman, Carl. You are not giving somebody 500 million pounds and say, "Develop." It doesn't work like that. So it's either we take the money out of football and make people earn it like it used to be, or we the fans gonna keep screaming about we want Mbappe's and the Neymar's and all that stuff, because that's where it comes from. Is the fans. It's like being a Coliseum. As long as the fans love Coliseum.
So essentially, you're saying we're treating the managers the same way. Like if he's not a top manager, we don't want him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
basically, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
So-
the
That's how
big
it should
issue.
be as well.
Yeah, but I'm also saying is that how do we get that dude to be the top manager if he is not allowed to fill in to see that other places?
No, we agree.
and-
We agree on that.
agree with
Like
you.
the Derby, for
They
example.
don't.
We
They
agree
don't.
with you.
They don't.
But
They don't.
Carl,
Because-
listen. We agree with you, but we saying the person who owns the club. Okay, let's use let's lose our Nottingham Forest against the Godfather.
Mafia guy.
Yeah, mafia guy.
The
I'll
Marinakis,
give you a deal that you cannot
the
You
drug
see what-
dealer, innit?
Exactly.
Greek-
He's the
the
perfect
Greek,
example. Go ahead, Irishman.
I think we're this is something I've been kind of worried about. I'm developing a bit of a theory on it. Because we're probably using the wrong word. There's no such thing as a manager anymore. There's only head coaches.
Manager's only an
So
English
that's-
thing, though, isn't it? Like, it's
that's
not really a
been the-
European sort of.
Well, it's kind of it is getting that way.
Head
all
coach is
across,
more of a
but it's-
European thing. Like across Europe, they use head coaches, and
Yeah,
only in
everyone is
England
now
where
basically-
where managers are a thing. Like they're the ones that control things and stuff. Big up Abdulaziz.
Big up.
Big up.
Big up.
Big up, Ezra.
Sorry about the AFCON.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Continue,
it's
Brad.
just
Yeah.
yeah. It's this is the idea. So basically, your business now is so big that this idea that you're going to basically give someone, because there's only one Alex Ferguson, there's only one Kenny Dalglish, you're going to give this one guy control of absolutely everything. You're just going to hand him the keys to your football club and say, you run this. This is you. They won't do that now. It's not just because of the money that's involved. Obviously, it all comes down to the size, but managers now couldn't run a club the size of Liverpool. You couldn't ask them to do everything. So you now have all these coaches that are brought up in the system of being coaches that need a director of football. They couldn't work without a director of football. But gone are the days of guys coming in going, I don't want a DOF. I want to do everything. I want complete control, carte blanche on players in, players out. So that role that's been gone. And I think, look, that's okay, because you need a situation at the club where you don't have one manager comes in. I keep using the Antonio Conte thing where he wants to play with 3-4-3, and you spend 120 million, 150 million buying him wing backs and extra central defenders. Then you sack him, and the next guy doesn't play with wing backs. You have to rip it all up and start again. So they're trying to, insulate against that. But I think what's happening now is that we've gone too far, because directors of football are now becoming your managers. These are the guys. So these guys, if these are actually having a huge impact on what we're doing, and I think the coach is probably, I think they've pulled it too far apart where the head coach doesn't have enough say in the
I
players
agree.
that are coming in. You're now getting these all-powerful Jason Wilcox, Richard Hughes, all these guys that they're the ones making the decisions, and the managers are kind of having to go with it. But it's the manager that sits in front of a press conference every week. It's the manager that gets slagged off on the internet. It's the manager that. So I just think maybe there's maybe a bit too much power has gone towards these director of footballs, and everyone now has just been told, your job title, that's important in business. What your job title is. Your job title is head coach. It is not manager. You look at your contract. You're contracted as a head coach, not a manager.
The deal has to be
Too many of
working
these
for
guys,
them.
man, they're getting away with it, quasi working in the background.
Way too much.
They're the ones making deals. But it's the manager out there on the side. Of course, he has an input, but I think the sweet spot is to have. You're not going to have what I call the overcoat managers.
Yeah.
The Alex Fergusons, these guys. They're all in tracksuits now. They're all about 38 years old, and they're all in tracksuits. Okay. So, this is the new version. But some of these directors of football, man, they're not doing their job right. There needs to be a little bit more power on the coach's side, and especially because we know the most important thing is players. At the end of the day, the most important thing is players. So.
But I think they did that. They did that to coil the player power, right? There were too much player power going around. Players, I mean, Madrid is probably will be the Barcelona stopped this player power where I think Enrique, what's his name? Hansi Flick is a coach. Amorim thought he was a manager, got fired. He said, I'm the manager now. The player, no, you were coach. And they fired him the next day.
But Kwasi, I think one thing that we have been seeing recently, and hi to everyone, I think mainly one thing we've been seeing recently is a lot of these clubs, because of the whole way the clubs are run, we see teams getting players that the managers have no business with. We're seeing it with Arsenal with Eze. You can clearly see the coach doesn't need him in his system.
Liverpool,
so he doesn't
example as well.
play him. Sorry?
Liverpool as well. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Slot is having should have
There
no
are so
business.
many players that it feels like Slot didn't want. I'm seeing even when Isak was fit, it doesn't feel like he needs Isak. He's playing him because he has to. He doesn't feel like he needed Salah to extend his contract. It doesn't look like he wanted him here.
I was against it, man.
Exactly. So there are tiny things you keep seeing. You see the same thing with I think I saw it with what team recently, I can't remember. But there was a team I saw it with, Man City with Mamouche. You can see it feels like
we need to talk about them.
There.
When
exactly.
We need to talk about them.
It doesn't look like Pep wants him there. It feels like he needed an attacker to finish last season, maybe on loan, not for the club to buy him. Because his system works better without him. And if anything, signing Semenyo was something that has proven to me that he doesn't want him. So we need to let the coaches start having a say in what they do. If not, we just keep getting ourselves in messes, honestly.
Well, right now, that the director of football fan base, they like to impress the fans. Pep Guardiola, right now, Pep Guardiola is struggling because he's not used to these type of players that are coming up. That's his problem. You could see Semenyo should have never gone to City. Like yesterday's match. But like, bro, pass the ball. Why are you trying to dribble? You are not a Bournemouth anymore, right? Mamouche came in. Everybody was like, Liverpool, you missed one day. Mamouche came in 12 months ago. Somebody said he's going to Galatasaray. 12 months ago, City spent almost 300 million. Any of those players?
January.
Thank you. Anybody saying anything about those players? Nope. Right?
And none of them is making an impact anymore.
Nobody.
Kusanov is probably the only one that's actually has become a regular.
Who?
Kusanov. He's probably the only one, but that's about it.
But that's because of injuries. Even for Kusanov, it's the injuries they have. If Vardio was back, Stones was back, Diaz was back, Kusanov doesn't start.
Right back, innit? He's been playing right back, so I think he's the one. He'd be the right back if everyone was fit.
Fair enough.
And then you have Cherki, who is not consistent. This guy is out here flicking the ball over the... Like, bro, what are you doing?
He was non-existent against
my God, he was embarrassing. And this is why when people were... Irishman, you the one who came with the statement before people stole it, that Liverpool were getting players that City used to get, and City are getting players that Liverpool used to get. But then all of a sudden, Cherki was a baller in everybody's eyes. Oh, he's much better than...
I was telling people, man, like... Many clubs were interested in him, like for a long time. Like Chelsea was interested in him. Loads of teams were interested in him 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
You know the thing, Kasi, is quite a number of teams, which is something that happens more frequently now, is if they buy a player for a lower price, everything you do is impressive. If we buy you for a big price, even if you score 500 goals, it feels
it's
like,
not impressive.
Yeah, we expect that.
We expect that. Yeah.
This is why, even for us, Liverpool, we are more gassed up about Ekitike than we are about Isak. We know Isak would come good, but I promise you, if Isak was doing what Ekitike was doing, no one would bat an eye. It would just be like, yeah, we expect it. But because Ekitike is a bit cheaper, everyone is like, oh my God, they shouldn't have signed Isak if they knew this would. So it's usually that way. If Cherki was 100 million, all this noise would have been down. Nobody would say anything. But it's because he was 36 million. So everyone feels if he scores or assists, oh my God, he's the best player in the league. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but also, back to this
man. You can only fail. Quasi, if you cost 100 million, I've said this before, if you cost 100 million, you can only fail. Because if you do well, it's like, well, you cost 100 million, you should be
supposed to. Yeah.
You can only really fail. You can either just people like you cost 100 million. Yeah, you scored 30 goals, fair play, but you cost 100 million. That's kind of what you should be doing.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's why people say, oh, price tags don't matter. They do. They really do to the psychology of the player, the people watching. this whole, oh well, the player didn't decide he was worth that. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. It's out there in the world now. You cost that amount of money. You now have to go and prove yourself worth that. Sorry, it sucks, but that's football.
And the thing with these managers also, because even Arteta is not considered. Well, he and Pep will be the last of the so-called managers, and even him, he doesn't have power anymore. Because
even
you could
Pep
tell
is starting to lose that power.
Yeah, because Pep is done. Pep, I don't think he will be there next year.
Yeah,
I think between Pep and Arteta, both of them will not be in England. I seriously see that. I think Arteta, you could see Arteta at Madrid, Pep at Spain, right?
No, he'd probably go Barca, if anything. He's a La Masia product.
Who? Arteta?
Arteta.
Yeah.
But I don't think Hansi Flick is leaving anytime soon.
Maybe PSG, to be fair.
Oh, PSG, yep. I can see PSG taking Arteta.
And I think if he wins the league,
ex-PSG player as well. So
I think if he does win the league this season, he would want to just go.
He will
on a high.
He will leave. He will leave so fast.
Yeah, he's gone.
He feels like one of those people who would want to live on a very high.
Man, as soon as we do the parade, I'm gone. But no, but there is.
Can we not talk about them winning a league, please? Can we not even talk about Arteta actually?
It's going to happen, Brian. Bro, it's going to happen.
Irishman, we tried to give Man City all. We stalled them. Nottingham Forest stalled them. City went to they went to Old Trafford and got bossed around. They got hit. Do you know there was 3 goals that got called back? We're not even talking about the near misses.
Oh, they
City had 2 shots.
They cooked them,
bro.
But Kwasi, random question, yeah. Do you guys think this season is worse than last season?
Yeah.
Because I saw something I think it was on TikTok yesterday, and someone was saying we're so bad this season, he can't believe we're fourth. And I was checking the table for last season. If we were at 36 points last season, at this point of the season, would be 9th or 10th, not 4th. Which shows you how bad the rest of the league has been.
It's worse. Season. I don't understand people people was complaining about how bad last season was, but I'm not hearing enough complaints about how bad this season is.
Yeah,
everyone's
last year was
bad.
Yeah, last year wasn't a great league, but neither. Yeah, look, this isn't a vintage year. Last year wasn't a vintage year either.
But this is the thing, though. With me, I try not to.
Look at us doing 92 points each with City, Quasi. Do you remember? It's not that long.
That was not healthily sustainable. It was not health sustainable.
Not normal at all.
Oh my God! But this is the question, though. Like I said, I try not to disrespect each season because it's not like how
it is somebody. What it is.
Yeah, the players are getting more competitive.
Yeah,
bottom teams.
I think the smaller teams are getting more competitive.
They've been very competitive.
Yeah, and the Brightons, the Palaces. Obviously, we've learned Palace winning trophies and Bournemouth. They all have a lot more money to spend on players.
Exactly, their money.
But it's also that's fine. I can understand that eating into because you'll still you get 1 or 2 bad teams, but I still think the overall quality level because if this Arsenal side. I mean, if that side can win a league, 8.5 centre backs, 3 DMs, and 4 centre halves.
What an amazing advertisement for the Premier League, eh? Arsenal winning the league via Route 1 football.
And guess what? Gyökeres is shit.
Bro,
Own goals is a great signing for them. Own goals has kind of been cooking for them.
But Ahmed that said it earlier on? He did not want Eze.
No,
Arsenal fans. Yeah, Arsenal fans are out there crying about this. They're saying he didn't want him, and this is what he does.
The same GA as Wirtz as well, 9 GA both, Wirtz and Eze.
I thought Eze would have been a great sign for us if we weren't able to get Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, I was on that train as well.
Very good.
I think we should. I think he was second to Wirtz. Yeah, I agree.
It's just the age. He's 27 now. It's
he's 28.
27 now. So he's 27, 28 now.
Yeah, 27.
I would have got him, but them both.
Yeah, that's the only thing about him. But
I would have gone them both because the thing with Eze is he could also play the left side, which we need desperately need right now.
But I didn't know that, Quasi. I was just watching Shane Gunner's show yesterday. I didn't know this, and he was saying it like Arteta did not want to buy Eze. I didn't know that until just yesterday.
I think that the sports director bought Eze.
It's Berta, isn't it Berta?
Yeah, Berta. Yeah.
To spite
he bought him
to spite Spurs because he didn't want Spurs. You see, this is what Berta is doing.
He was on the verge of Spurs move. He was close to Spurs. Yeah.
Berta is an old school manager. Said I'd rather hoard players like Madrid used to do for somebody else to get him. Mourinho type.
That makes sense, though.
Madrid still does it. Because they had no business signing Endrick or Arda Güler. They don't need them yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then they just don't want anyone else to have them, so they're just piling them up. It's the same thing they did with Tchouaméni and Camavinga.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't need both at the same time, but because we tried going for both of them, and then they just decided we'll keep. It just doesn't make sense anymore. A lot of these clubs are signing players they don't need, and then they have to just keep them there and waste their careers. Even for Chiesa, and I just saw someone said something about Chiesa. Even for Chiesa, there's no point keeping him. If this coach doesn't want a player, let them leave. I honestly don't see the point of having players on your bench who don't play.
But
if you can never trust them.
But see, this manager don't have any power anymore. If he was winning like last year, then yes. But he's not. He doesn't have a system where people could fall over and say, okay, yeah, we got what Arne Slot is doing. Let's. But these players are not good enough, or the manager is not good enough. We have a good team. The manager is not.
Have you noticed how most of our players are kind of trying to complain, but not complaining at the same time?
They are complaining.
Like they're not trying
Irishman,
to go all
thank you for
out
coming
like
through.
Salah.
Take care, Brian.
Thanks, guys. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
People,
make sure to go check out Irishman's channel. He's gonna be on in a couple minutes, so please.
Yeah, when Quasi's show is over. Wait till Quasi's show is over. And when Quasi's show is over, come on over and check out. Right?
Big up. Thank you so much. Big up, Loss. Yeah, go ahead, Ahmed.
Yeah, so I was just saying, a lot of these coaches, I've lost my train of thought, honestly.
No, basically what you said was Irishman was saying that the director of footballs are now having way too much power, and they're making the decisions over the coaches, and the director of football is on the side of the fan base. Let's get this player because guess what? That's what the fan base want. Yeah. Arteta, for example, they didn't want Gyökeres. He wanted Sesko.
Yeah.
I think Eze was just being gluttony.
Yeah.
They didn't need Eze. They just bought him just for the sake of buying him. In the beginning, it looked like it was a good play because Odegaard
improved the squad, didn't it?
Yeah, Odegaard kept getting injured, right? So he comes in. But right now, they have a whole bunch of players that next season, I think they're going to let a third of them go. Jesus is gone. Are they going to keep Kai? You still got...
They can't sell him though. He's on high wages, so who's gonna sell him?
You have
Martinelli. What are you gonna do with Martinelli? You got the two kids that are coming up that's supposed to be the next.
He's on high wages as well.
Yeah, a lot of them gonna leave. So it's man. These players, you look at Liverpool, it's just the manager's fault. We have a culture that some of our leaders, a leader's problem right now. Our culture right now is the leader's problem. Virgil, I'm sorry, he's not leading the team. Whether he's frustrated or not, he's not leading the team properly right now.
But Kwasi, I don't think it's a Virgil problem. I think it's,
mentality.
As a leader, even as a leader, you need to see the vision for you to lead your people to know what to do. I don't think Virgil knows what the coach is doing enough for him to stand for the coach.
He signed a new contract.
Yes, he did. Which, in hindsight, you can see a lot of the players right now. It's almost like we don't get what he's doing anymore.
Well, first of all, blame Salah. He should have kept his mouth shut. This guy would have been fired.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This guy would have been fired back then. But Salah opened his mouth. So the owners are like, no, we can't have player power. So they stick behind the manager.
Yeah.
So, man. But still, with this merry-go-round going with the managers, it's the world of football don't have managers anymore. Everybody's becoming a social media streaming manager.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know?
did you hear? Did you hear about how Como basically got these scouts from Twitter, like these tacticals, being being scouts at their football club? Did you hear about that?
No.
No.
Oh my days, John! Did you hear about that? How Como basically got a bunch of guys from Twitter, tacticals from Twitter, to be their head scouts.
That's hilarious.
That's so crazy.
Do you know what it is?
Bro, like
I don't
the game's
think
gone, fam. The game's actually gone.
Do you know what it is? I actually don't think it's that crazy, in my opinion, because
Yeah.
you see, like we as Garrett people, yeah. Take me for example, just I'm not being biased or anything like that, but there's been players, yeah, that who I've seen from young, yeah. So I'm a part-time Leon supporter, so like I've supported Leon for like years in it. So I've seen a lot of players come through the ranks, i.e. Cherky, Barcola, like all of these man. So it's like when I've seen these men come up, and I'm thinking, raw, like these men need to be like playing at this team, that team. Then lo and behold, 5 years later, their name is getting all the praise, all the notoriety. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't think it's that far fetched as years go on, to be honest with you. And I think as the football game progresses and as years go on, I think that's how like scouts or head of scouts are going to be discovered through different platforms.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be like your regular schmegular
Job applications kind
job
of thing.
application
It'll be from
interview.
Twitter.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, to be honest with you. It's just if you have the taste, if you have the eye.
And
So
you know
yeah,
the
bro.
thing is, John, just like you said, there are some people that you see on social media and you realize football is their entire lives.
Right.
I think there's someone I saw on Twitter a couple of days ago, and I promise you, it feels like he doesn't have a job. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shade him, but then it
Mhm.
just feels like he watches every single match. He has analysis for every single match. Having someone like that as a scout, I don't think is far-fetched because that
But
is his life.
and the thing is, that's what you want, because
Exactly.
going back because I've just been listening to the whole conversation, which has really been good. Like everyone's been putting in good points, so big up to you, man. But
Big up, man.
going back to like the whole director of football.
Yeah.
See when I look at the director of football now, I look at it, yeah, from all the big clubs, including ours. See the obsession you're talking about, Ahmed, in terms of like your guy, like he's obsessed, like he
Yeah.
watches football. I don't really get that same vibe from a lot of these directors. Like they actually watch football, they actually analyze. They're crazy, because that's what you need for to obviously work with a coach. Because right now, big up these man if you watch NBA, yeah. And I don't know if you guys watched the Last Dance documentary. There was conflict between see that whole role of a manager, a general manager, and a coach.
Yeah.
See, there was, even though the Chicago Bulls were winning league after league, there was still conflict between what's his name, Phil Jackson and the
Kraus.
general and Crouch. So again, there's gonna be a lot of that in football. Now I think that's the current trend. Like there's not gonna be that much like that manager role as it was back in the day, which I think still is effective in the game for certain clubs. Especially for a club like Liverpool, I just don't see the whole thing of a head coach being effective or progressive for a club like Liverpool, and especially for what we're trying to do, because we're trying to win leagues, right? So if a manager who comes to a club of the size of Liverpool is coming as a head coach, he ain't really getting that lead way or that sort of authority to say, no, I think I want this player because I know this player is going to do what I need him to do, which is going to progress us, type of thing. Right now, we're in a state of football where now it's like you said, directors are getting almost the final say or the majority say. Like it's either you get this player, one of the two, and that's it. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a weird space right now, and I think now what's going to happen is we have to almost, for Liverpool's sake, kind of pray that there's some sort of perfect marriage between director, and head
Yeah.
coach. Do you get what I'm saying? And
But you
obviously,
see, John, just on the same point you're making, sorry to
That's going to be difficult to do.
You
it
see, we
is.
had the same thing. I think I was watching the documentary for Klopp, where he was talking about when he came to Liverpool, it was different from Dortmund, where he decides who he signs. At Liverpool, he had to start telling them, this is the profile I want. Not exactly the player, but this is the profile I want. And I think now they no longer even do that. I think they just tell them, oh, I need a striker. And then the head of whatever sports director goes and gets him any striker he feels like. Because profiles are different. And that was why Liverpool signed Salah instead of, I think it was Brent.
Julian Brandt.
Yes, exactly. Because he gave them a profile and they said, oh, based on what you said, this is who we think would make sense. I know you told us to look at this person, but I think this would make more sense. So he agreed because he saw their point, which I think it should still be the case now, where 100%. You tell them and they bring you the options and like, this is what you said you want. Which one do you think is better? Rather than giving them players that 5-6 games into the season, he's already feeling like, yeah, I don't think so.
And sporting director should be working for the manager, not the other way around.
Exactly.
That's how it should be.
This season, I am so pissed at Liverpool, mainly because we didn't sign the type of players we signed, like Kwasi said earlier, with City signing our type of players. Every player we signed felt like he was on the media already. He was someone that everyone was talking about. There's no trying to go do proper recruitment, find a hidden gem. It was just the flashiest thing in the market.
Well, we were doing those things though, because a lot of fan base were.
For us.
Huh?
It worked for us for a long time.
But you didn't have the same manager.
Yeah, true.
But true. You know what it is, yeah. When a formula works for a certain club, it doesn't make sense to kind of strip away that formula and go away from it. You know, in a sense, because it's almost like music, right? It's like it doesn't make sense really, in my opinion, that you know what I mean? Like you don't get that sort of consistency and that sort of like elevation together. Like I obviously you can evolve, you know what I mean? But
I think I understand what you guys say, but I think what happened also is the manager also kind of like as a club or a team in whole. When you are successful way too fast, you didn't build anything. You start to feel yourself a little bit. See, this is the thing that people don't get. A club like Liverpool, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, you could say Arsenal, modern time Chelsea, and City's now is doing it. You have to be starving every single season. What you did last season has no bearing on what you're doing right now. And right now, I promise you, have a debate with a fan. Any fan, pick one. And say, okay, Salah is not good enough anymore. What did they say? But all the goals he scored for us last season, what's it got to do with us right now?
Exactly.
You know, it's so crazy. That's the rhetoric that a lot of these. See, I don't really pay too much mind to a lot of these pundits like on Sky and Talksport because I just think whether it's a politics thing or they just can't really see it.
Yeah.
But it's exactly that. Like, it's this whole thing of always referring back to what was done and what was achieved last season. No. We need to focus on what we're going for this season. Exactly. And right now,
what have you been doing for me lately, innit?
What have you been doing for me lately?
It's as simple as Alex Ferguson is the mother of writing that type of mentality. That's why he stayed there for 25 years, because every single year it was, what have you done for me lately? And when one player feel like they're bigger than the club, what did he do? Get the hell out of here.
Roy Keane, for example.
Yes.
Roy Keane.
Yeah.
The list goes long. David Beckham. What's the other guy? The goal scorer. What's his name?
Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Even Ronaldo, as much as he begged Ronaldo to,
at some point he started behaving like he was bigger than the club, so he had to go.
He's like, okay, give me one more year and then get out of here.
You know what the key thing is? During Man United and Ferguson, he knew when to move a player on. He wasn't loyal to no one. Like, well, he was loyal to players, but he knew when to move players on. He knew when it was like, okay, he had his red lines, he had his principles, and he was like, If you cross that line, that's it. You're gone.
Same
And
with
we
Pep.
need to start doing more of that, especially if we want to, be bashing heads with the likes of Bayern Munich, with PSG, with Man City, with Real Madrid. If we want to be with those big boys every season, we got to know when to move these players on. We got to know, like, that's it. You're done.
Because, Christian, the reason why is because even the fan base is. That's why on my last show, I would say that we, the fan base, need to be blamed also.
Yeah.
For
We
real.
need to be blamed. We are at fault as just like the players and the manager.
And Kwasi, ask yourself this question. Everyone on the panel, everyone in the chat. I'll think of it like this, yeah? Would a player like Chiesa be anywhere near Man City's training facilities? Would a player like Origi be anywhere near Chelsea's training facilities? No, they weren't. No, they wouldn't. But at Liverpool, they're co-heroes. At Liverpool, they are loved. At Liverpool, we hold such an attachment, have such an attachment with these players, these fringe players, and I don't get why we do that, and that needs to stop.
Can I caveat that for just a little second?
There's no caveat in that. I'm sorry. There's no caveat in that.
I hear you, but I'm just doing it for, like, just a conversational sake anyway. If you look at the squad that Man United had in '99, the treble, was it the treble winning season? '99?
Yeah, the treble season. Yeah, the treble. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go over a list of the strikers that they had that season, and I think they had the same set of strikers the following season. They had Sheringham, they had Andy Cole, they had Dwight York, and they had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's 4 men. 4 men at that time who, at the time of whoever were the top teams at that time, they could have easily started for any of the top top 5 teams at that time. Do you get what I'm saying? So for us at that time, when obviously Christian, you're mentioning Origi at that time, and obviously he was in the company of Firmino, Salah, Mane. I don't think it actually hurts having someone like Origi there, because it's not like whenever Origi came on, Origi didn't like show up when needed.
Yeah.
Like, he done what super sub was meant to do. He done what a spare striker was meant to do. And mind you, I was never really like the biggest Origi fan. I never was really one of them man who was like, oh, he should start every game because he banged 2 against Everton. Like, for me, he was more so just like Amici Batshuayi, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer type of thing. Like, when we call upon you, we expect you to just
he does his thing,
just do your thing.
No, I don't think he was like an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer though. Because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would score goals like he was very reliable for a lot of the seasons that Man United won the league. He actually was good for them.
But Origi was also very instrumental for us winning the Champions League.
Whereas Origi, that's what I mean. But that was one season though. Like, I'm talking about numerous seasons. Origi, for most of his Liverpool career, was not really that good.
True.
No,
Let's be real.
I agree.
So you can't compare Origi to Solskjaer. Like that. That's not a comparison.
No, there's obviously a difference, but I'm talking about, because it's not like Solskjaer
a huge one
every single game though. Because it was Dwight York and it was Cole.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm just sort of saying, like, he wasn't one that started every game, so it wasn't really like something that affected us that deep. Maybe when maybe when Mane was completely out of form, then it was like, oh, we've got to start Origi, and then the level. Obviously, there's a drop off. So I definitely agree with you on that point there. And then we obviously, us as a fan base, we have this thing of.
I think our problem, our manager, he started feeling himself way too early. Yes, you won the league, congratulations, but he should have chalked it as, okay, let's start, reset, let's go again. Yeah. And everybody seems like, oh no, I'll be like, go back. Yeah, hindsight is 2020. Go back to the preseason and see how ill prepared this guy got the team ready.
Yeah.
His team last year, he was way more prepared. Last year was even harder than this year. Last year, remember when he came on, 75% of his starting squad was not available. They were in Copa America, Gold Cup, and Euro. So none of them were available. It was only Salah and 1 or 2 players who were available.
Jota was available, Salah was there, but it wasn't like everyone.
Nobody was there. And we saw the vision. We're like, oh, okay, this guy got something. This year, you had everybody available. Yeah, some of them were not ready, but still they were ready. They were there. So they could see what the vision is going. They were not prepared.
Kwasi, you see, there's something you said earlier about the fans having too much power. And I think it's affecting a lot of coaches and managers, because if what I'm seeing from Slot is what is going on in his mind, it feels like there are about 3-4 players in that squad he doesn't want, but he knows getting rid of them would offend the fan base if he doesn't win. So it's almost, do I want to push them out and then lose the league? Because if we were this bad after he had sold Salah, every one of us would sit here and say it's because he sold Salah. We would say if Salah was here, we wouldn't be this bad. After all, last season, he carried us to the title. But then watching the team right now with Salah in it, it doesn't work.
But this is the thing, Ahmed, I get what you're saying. You're right.
Yeah.
And I try not to blame him for the injuries that we have. Yeah. But in a way, I keep coming and blaming him for the injuries because the players are not playing well and they're doing things that they are not accustomed to. So they are overexerting themselves to do something. So injuries, but listen, when you supposed, like as an athlete, right? Yeah. When you get to that zone, you could push yourself and it's like you never get injured. Yeah. When things start to go bad, you start to move differently and you overcompensate. And then injuries, all of a sudden, impact injuries that usually don't affect you start to affect you. All of a sudden, you pull in muscle from somewhere that you didn't even know exist. Yeah. And that's the problem. Ekitike played one full 90 minutes and he was gone for 2 days, 2 games.
Wait.
Ekitike is playing out of his skin because of the other beast waiting. Yeah. So he's playing not the way he's just playing because the way he's playing, we the fans love it. He's doing it based on because I promise you, he's on social media reading what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Like, they love the way he's playing. So he's playing, he's playing out of his character. He was not brought in to play out of his character. We were supposed to put everything on his plate. What do you mean? Last season, everybody said Salah is putting everybody on people's plate and they can't score. Yeah. So we had Ekitike, we got Isak for Salah and want them to put it on their plate. Ekitike shows up and he's playing. He's playing left back. He's playing right back. He's playing midfield. What the hell? Yeah, so no, true. You see what I mean? Yeah. And everybody say, well, Isak hasn't done. I said, let me tell you what Isak's job is. He's not supposed to be running like a donkey like Nunes and everybody else. The goal he scored against
West Ham.
Yeah. Especially the Tottenham one.
Those are his games. Those are his type of goals.
That's it. Even Ekitike, look at some of the simplest goals Ekitike has scored. The one against Southampton that he took his shirt off. Yeah. Put it on his plate.
It's the movement.
It's the movement.
He's going to be right there.
Oh my God. Like even the goals, like it was his effort. Look at how he took it. There was a goal against, I forgot which goal it was, where he intercepted the ball off his press. His 3 touches. First touch was to stable the ball. Second one was to stable himself. And third one was to put the ball in the net. The goalkeeper didn't even know where the ball was going to go.
I think it was either Bournemouth or Newcastle. I can't remember, but it was one
Newcastle, the same thing.
Games. Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to blame Slot for the injuries. But brother, you got these players playing out of their character, so they getting more injured.
You can't blame him, honestly. You can, because I traveled back home. I think recently in November, I went home, and my younger brother plays football. So he used to be a striker, but because he's fast, his new manager moved him to the wing, and I saw him playing, and I almost wanted to throw up. That was how bad he was. And I pulled him aside when we were going home and I said, why are you playing on the wing? And he said, that's where the manager wants him to play. And you could see how much he was doing. He was getting injured more easily because now he's doing too much. He's used to just reading positions of the people around him and knowing where to be. Now you're putting him in the wing where he has to beat players. He has to get into the box. All of a sudden now he feels like he doesn't know how to play football anymore. And it's the same thing with a lot of these players. You're seeing professionals because this is even Sunday league and you're seeing how much it affects someone. And then you're talking of professionals where your mistakes mean so much to people. You don't make mistakes and go home and sleep. We've seen players getting death threats because they missed a chance. So now you're moving someone like Ekitike and telling him to defend and attack. Even with Vert, I think it's now that he doesn't defend as much that we're seeing the best of him. But when he started, he had to go back, come forward, get the ball. He's not that type of player. He's someone who wants, give me the ball in a free space and I would do wonders for you. So if you let him do his thing, he would do well. Yeah. And even Ekitike, if he does what he does best, leave him inside the box, not having to go back, he would score more goals.
Man, the Arsenal game was perfect for him.
Bro, the amount of times I was throwing my hands because a lot of like, it's just
that Arsenal game. Yes, we didn't. No, that Arsenal game.
Him and Isak.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes, the manager, we want him out, but that Arsenal match, I saw the vision, I saw the mission, and I was like, I get it, because we play like we were in the Champions League. We absorbed the pressure. After 25 minutes, Arteta has no idea what to do. He panicked. Their fan base is panicking. And then all of a sudden, they didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And you saw the way we grew into the game.
We grew into the game.
And
then second half, we came in with, bro, when he didn't make any subs, I was like, I'm cool with it. Because the players are fit.
Yeah.
You don't need. Let them play.
But Kwasi, you see something else I'm also looking at is, as a fan base, we've lost the sense of being patient with managers. I'm not saying keep slots, but at the same time, we expect every manager to win the league every season. We are going to have dip in forms and then come back and go down. We had the same thing with Klopp. I don't think we had three seasons where
this is the thing that I think Liverpool fans, we are a little bit different, even though all fan bases are the same.
Yeah.
If the performance is good,
exactly, we don't mind.
We don't mind. But we will work with you.
Exactly. But the point I'm making is, even with Klopp, we have gone from finishing first this season to finishing fourth, or finishing second and finishing seventh. We've had those ups and downs, but you can't see maybe it's something new he's trying. My main problem with Slot is I don't see what he's trying to do.
That's
like if it's a new system, and it's not working yet, but you can't see the system, it's almost, you know what's good. If we played the way we played Arsenal and we've played all through the season that way, I'll sit here and tell you guys, even if we're 19th, it's fine. He would figure it out eventually. But it feels like no. But that's the thing. If we play that way, there's no way we're going to be 19th anyways. We definitely aren't going to be 19th. But then the way we play this season is...
That's true. Hey, that first 5 games, if we didn't win all that 50 points...
Exactly. Exactly. Now you get my point. Because we're on what? 136 points?
Yeah.
Take out the first 15 that we won by luck. Turn them into 1 point. We would be in and around maybe 26 points. So, yeah, we're not far from 19.
Brandon Rodgers days, man.
Dark.
But that's the thing, though. And I think we, the fan base, most fans don't want to, it's always somebody else's fault. And, we should have never pushed for Salah and Virgil getting their contract. I'm sorry.
No.
One of them, maybe.
I think both needed to go, honestly.
Both needed to go. I agree with you. Both, because you can't grow if you're still holding on to.
And I think I said this, I can't remember on whose platform, but I did say this earlier in the season. And I think towards the end of last season, I said, it feels like we're about to do something new. Let these old players go. We should have let Alice. I know a lot of people would have an issue with this, but for me, keep Kelleher, sell Alisson, sell Van Dijk, sell. No. Hear me out. I'm not saying we should do that. I'm just saying if you're trying to build something new, that would have been a way to go. Do you get?
No, so I get your point. Chelsea did it.
So
Chelsea
you
did it.
let some of them go, then you start afresh with new leadership.
Get on him.
But it would. But no. Alisson is maybe a call too far. Maybe Alisson is a
No,
call too
Alisson,
far.
you go way too far. When it comes to Alisson,
but Virgil and Salah, basically,
Virgil and Salah, you could get away with it.
They should have gone.
Yeah.
Even with Diaz.
Salah should have definitely gone.
No,
Yeah,
Chelsea.
exactly.
Chelsea did that. Pap is asking. Chelsea did. Remember, they had.
Oh yeah, they did that.
They had Thibaut Courtois and they had Czech.
Check, yeah.
And they let Czech
And
go.
let Czech
Thibaut stayed there. Then Thibaut ran away. Went to Madrid.
Yeah. But yeah,
But it worked,
basically,
though. To be fair, it
if you're
did work,
doing a
though.
reset, do a full reset where the players are now
Facts.
more hungry.
Facts.
You have everyone who's hungry now, and you have people who want to win. Last season, it was the main old people who wanted to push for the league. The Virgil, the Salah, the Alisson. We saw them pushing out of their skin, trying to do something. Diaz was also part of them. Gakpo was there too. They wanted to do something. When they have achieved that, they would need to go. Because we've seen it now with Salah, because now he feels, I've done everything for this club. If I play bad, you guys should shut up and take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Both players need to go. Like Van Dijk
Exactly.
and Salah have to go this summer. I think both of them. I was on the
I'm
reservation
at that
that
point.
Van Dijk. I was like, no, Van Dijk should get a new contract early. I was like, no, Salah and Trent can go, but Van Dijk has to stay because he's a defender, innit? But
Yeah.
now I'm just like, you know what? Just get Van Dijk and get Salah gone. Like the only player that should survive out of the old guard is Alisson.
Yep.
That's it.
And even him, he got one more year.
Robertson can go. Robert can go. I don't want him signing a new contract.
I'm gonna lie to you. You see, Alisson, yeah. See, that one there has always been a bit of a debate because I almost feel like Kelleher in a way wasn't really done justice because I do feel like
I agree.
The things with keepers, yeah. The older they get, they age that fine wine, right?
Yeah.
So I think we could have been able to afford to have persuaded, but also keep Kelleher for a few more seasons because it's not like Alisson is going to be at Liverpool forever. Because people really also got to take into account the amount of injuries for a goalkeeper Alisson gets. And the older
I was
that
just
he's
about
getting,
to say that, John, because as much as I don't want to blame Alisson, he's part of our problems, honestly.
Yeah.
Last season, he missed, I think, 12 games in the league.
He missed a lot of games.
It would have
We
cost
shouldn't
us
be
the
relying
league,
on him
honestly.
anymore.
If we're being honest, it would have cost us the league. If Arsenal was
Look
on our
at
necks,
this
it would have cost us the league.
Muppet,
Oh,
yeah.
no, don't do that. He gets injured, and I said sell him, but you can't say he's not world class. Come on.
He's
let's
the
not
best
do
in
that.
the world. No,
Nah,
see,
come on,
thing
man.
is,
He's world
Alisson's
class.
not world class.
No one
He's
can
a
do
I'm
what he
just
does.
saying,
he's
I'm
elite.
just saying, because of his injuries, he puts us in very unhealthy positions.
Yeah.
Last season, when he went off injured for about 6-7 games, before Kelleher was able to get to peak form, we dropped points. Games where we had no business losing, we were losing them. This season, there's almost an uncertainty with the goalkeeping position. This week is Alisson, the next week it's Mamadashvili. And he's new, he's trying to adapt to the players in the team, and he doesn't even know what's going on.
He said Courtois exists. I'm sorry. Courtois is good.
Courtois is obviously number one, but I think I'm just saying, like, he's definitely top three. Like, if you're going to do a top three goalkeepers, Alisson's in there.
Yeah, he has to be. Yeah.
That's what we're saying. And also, Alisson's done more for his country than Courtois. What the hell was Courtois done for Belgium? Lol.
He's horrible with Belgium.
Exactly.
Very, very.
Alisson's actually done it for club and country.
He shows up
Belgium
to
players
Madrid
are
and he
just cut
changes.
that way because even De Bruyne did nothing for Belgium, so I think they're just cut that way.
Nah, Courtois.
Alisson's done it for club and country. Courtois ain't done it for club and country.
Let me tell you guys this: Courtois shows up every time he plays against Liverpool. That's why everybody think he's number one.
Bro, this is how worldie any game.
Every time he plays Liverpool, he has a worldie. If you watch other games he plays and the amount of goals he lets in, I'm telling you.
I want Alisson to win I want Brazil to win the World Cup because then Alisson can get the World Cup and no one can say nothing about him. Like his legacy is cemented pretty much. Like no one can.
His legacy
it's obviously not. It's already cemented, but if Brazil do win the World Cup with him in goal, bro, like there's no debate. Like you cannot argue whether
there's the thing that Truding also don't get. Yeah, World Cup, true. He hasn't done anything for World Cup, but he has one of the best saves. But
neither has Courtois. Neither has Courtois.
Yeah, but Alisson has won all the major country trophies. Courtois hasn't won any Euros.
True.
Exactly.
True. Yeah.
And he's the reason why Brazil won the World Cup, the Copa America.
Yep.
In 2019.
For a world-class goalkeeper, penalties 50-50. There, you tell me who Courtois is not so good.
Is also horrible. Exactly.
Courtois is also not good at penalties. What are you talking about? This guy. Don't get excited just because the player had a good game when he plays league. Go watch him in the La Liga. He makes so much useless mistakes. The same thing used to be with Oblak. Oblak shows up against Liverpool and he'll be like, is that Alisson playing for Atletico Madrid right now? But then when he plays any other thing, it's like, what the hell is wrong with Oblak today?
You know, the thing is, most times, most people judge keepers based on big matches. And it is why a lot of our fan base would say Kelleher is really good. But then there are times you watch Kelleher and in the easy games, and you're just wondering, where is your head? I think last season there was a match, I can't remember against who, where we considered, I think,
Newcastle.
Exactly. And it was just like, where is your head?
But that's the difference between Kelleher.
Exactly. You don't get that from Alisson.
Because
he's locked in all game.
I disagree.
Alisson will do some Brazilian stuff trying to dribble, but he will not.
Man. Alisson has had some killings. Let's not do this.
Oh no, I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't.
But Alisson,
he's locked in most of the time. Like when you have like a quick counter attack.
Ahmed, let me cook John for a little bit because I remember now that he says that I remember he and Ents. I remember you and Ents.
Quasi, don't do this.
Last year, the game that you're talking about. I remember they were like, oh, Kelleher, Alisson is getting injured too much. We need to sell Alisson. Get Kelleher. People Zuberi was part of it. I know they're listening. They are in there somewhere. Until Kelleher went and messed up against Newcastle, that 3-3 match. And then the whole family. Did I say one game?
It was one game. You know what's so funny? That's the only game people talk about in terms of error that Kelleher made. They never mention any other game.
Yeah, but then when Alisson gave back and he was on form, you saw the difference.
No, but that's good. I don't mind that because what it is, this is the thing. What I feel like we lack right now in this team is like we don't really have two great players for each position. So in a sense, it's like Alisson is aware of how good of a keeper Kelleher is. So it's almost keeping Alisson in his toes, saying, "Well, you know what?"
Nah, actually, let me tell you that this is the same thing with Ekitike and Isak. There are some people. They have to perform, and there's somebody when they show up, you'll be like, "I'm sorry, that's the dude."
Yeah,
that's the dude. There are some people like that. Now, what's the name? Truden is talking about. Why are we talking here? We just told you when Courtois plays against Liverpool, he's a alien. But then when he plays against other people, we could say the same thing against Liverpool versus PSG.
Exactly.
The first round.
And not even that, if you're going to talk about winning the Champions League, the season we won, Alisson was the only reason we got there. We had no business going out of the group stage. Yeah. We had no business going out of the group stage in that season because he made some saves that I promise you, I sat down and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And then eventually we got to score a goal, win maybe 1-0, then we got through the group.
Yeah.
And even when we went through the knockout stages, it was still the same thing. He saved us up until we got to the final, where he basically didn't have much to do. But even in the final, he showed up. Even in the final,
but see,
I'm saying like compared to all through the season, in the final he probably had like 2 saves. Because
but see, this is the difference between
chances, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The different. First of all, Pops, I'm not the one who say we should sell Alisson. It's John.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
No one said that we should sell Alisson.
Yeah, it's John. John is the one who's
Nah,
No, no, no.
I
I
say
did.
that.
I did. I did.
I ain't say that.
Nah, maybe as a squad player, like in and around the squad, like
As a
Alisson.
squad player, Alisson as a squad player, I hear it.
But
my point was this: with the way he gets injured, and then in the way we play and the way our defenders need to be able to trust our goalkeepers, he isn't helping us with the way he gets injured.
This is the thing that you guys don't get. There's a difference between Alisson and setting goalkeepers. Their job is to save you points. Alisson, when we were at our best, with best defense, he didn't need to make any save.
Yeah.
But that one save that he needs to make, he took care of it. That's the save that will cost us points. You see what I mean? That's the difference. Kelleher could have gone through the whole season and we probably won the league, the year that Alisson won. But there are certain things that Alisson does that even Kelleher is sitting there like, well, what can he do? Remember when we went to St. James and we were down 2 men? Was it 2 men or 1 man? For when Virgil got a red card.
Yeah.
And I think it was Gordon shot the ball with all his might.
And Alisson
hit the cross. Hit
it all. Alisson saved it.
Alisson touched it to the crossbar.
That save was.
You see what I mean? There are certain things, and yes, you could say the same thing about Thibaut Courtois, Mane, Salah, that Champions League final. There are certain things certain goalkeepers are meant to make, and there's a few of them
that
can do that.
Yeah,
and you have to keep him. Eventually, he has to move on. Eventually, he has to move on. Yes.
There are some saves that change a match.
Yes.
Because I have seen it for us where Alisson makes a save and all of a sudden our attack
the game attacked, everything changes.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone is now locked in. It's almost we got lucky. We need to go get this game done.
Yes.
And then there are times where we concede a silly goal and you can see everyone, it almost feels like they all go flat because they're like, what do we do from here? And we saw it with Burnley even yesterday. Immediately we considered, you could see the players almost like, I'm tired.
Somebody give me a play-by-play because literally I was falling asleep during the match. All I saw was Konate didn't do something and then the ball went to the back of the net.
You know the thing is, from the 63rd minute, they were on attack. And I promise you, I was watching with my manager at work and I said, we're conceding here. And he said, why? You don't trust the defense? I said, we don't do well with pressure this season. If you stay on Liverpool's defense for 5 minutes, you're definitely getting a goal.
Yeah.
Because we stop clearing the ball. We always try to play from the back, try to be smart about it. And then we make a mistake, which was what happened. Konate was trying to make a slick pass to whoever, I don't know. And then next thing, bam.
He's always the culprit, man. He's always the culprit.
I don't want to hate him, but
he's always
I'm at that point, man. It's just like, bro. Why is it always you?
Exactly. Why is always you, brother?
He's always been.
I'm ready to sell.
It was the same thing. It was the thing we saw with what's his name, Szoboszlai in the FA Cup, where it's almost like they feel they're too good.
That's the mentality. That's the mentality that Liverpool has, where he feels like I'm at my peak, and I'm looking at you, like, brother, you're nowhere near your peak. You're playing well.
Do what you have to do.
You're doing what you have to do. We see you in the final third. You can't make a proper decision.
But the problem is, I think it's also the manager, because now you guys can correct me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did miss some things. But we did make a lot of these mistakes on the club.
Yeah.
You hardly see players being this nonchalant on the ball, on the club. There was a lot of do what you have to do. Sometimes you see them being tired or anything. I think aside Alisson, he's the only one I know on the club that was always doing something very stupid. They're almost sitting at home and like, why the hell are you doing that? But for the rest of the team, it was almost, if they made mistakes, they were pushed to make a mistake, not stupid mistakes out of nowhere. So I think to some extent, maybe Slot is praising some of these players too much. Maybe gassing Szoboszlai up and like, oh my God, you're the best player in the world. Because he had no business doing that.
Yeah.
You had 4 players in front of you. Pass forward. Why the hell? And the thing is, even if the defender wasn't there, that back pass, the keeper didn't even see it. His mind wasn't there. Because the keeper was looking the other way. So if he had done the back pass, the keeper still would have missed it, and you'd have to run there. So
Mm-hmm.
what was the point?
Nah, some of these players, I think they want the manager go, because when I saw
Yeah.
McAllister shoot that ball,
I didn't see that. I heard a lot about
I
that.
didn't see
but-
that, man. I didn't see it. Man.
he blasted. All he had to do was place the ball. He didn't even need to shoot it that hard.
Oh, for real.
He was in the box, and he just swung his left foot. Bam! That thing killed
someone
birds.
needs to send me a clip of that.
Oh
I've
my
been-
But-
I've been
God.
glad to see
I
it.
didn't even want to
funny.
see that, man. Like,
I think
I'm
it's
glad I didn't
funny
watch that game.
because
It was boring. I've
It
never
was.
seen us. It was so boring
It
at
was,
Anfield
honestly.
too.
It's the thing. It's you know what it is. I feel sorry for, obviously, you Quaz, all the rest of the man them who obviously covered a lot of these matches, because it's just rinse and repeat. It's rinse and
It's a
repeat.
chore,
It's
man. Like,
it
it's,
is.
That's all it
just
is.
the same thing.
It's the same thing over and over and over again, man. It's like what
insanity.
That's
Call it
why I
for
don't
what it
even
is.
do.
It's
That's why I
literally
don't even do my
insanity.
shows anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna keep, because as soon as I show up, somebody's gonna be like Slot, and then I'm going back to Slot is shit. Slot this.
But you
I'm
know
like, I'm
something
tired.
crazy,
But
yeah?
bro, I have a question for you guys though. What are the
Yeah.
chances that? Do you not think that in 2 years' time we will be having the same exact conversation about the manager and the squad?
Then
I think we
FSG
will,
will be
bro.
out. Then we have to do FSG out back again to FSG out, and I will be
But
leading the
I
line.
think we will, you
I
know.
don't-
But
With
you
the
know
sa-
something
you know how it
crazy,
is
yeah?
under this ownership, man. Like 10 years ago, when Brendan Rodgers was here, we had this exact same conversation where the
But no, but
squad
see
is
that-
thin.
Christian,
We're
that's the
unbeaten
difference.
as well. He was on that run. Like,
Christian, there was a difference with that because we were in the bottom and they were building something, so they could only get the lowest
Yeah.
of the lowest. Right now, they don't have an excuse. You are at the top. The owner came out and said, "We're gonna be acting like a big boy club." So why is
but
this guy
bro,
still
there's
has a
all.
job?
But for some reason, there's always this. There's always holes in the squad, and there seems to be no urgency to do anything. Like, I'm just past the point of blaming Slot now. Like, because we all know he's not good enough. There's no
Yeah.
point banging on every week talking about how
Yeah.
bad Slot is, because we know it's now the board.
No, it is a board now. But like I
No,
said,
board.
It's definitely Richard Hughes and my
Edward.
friend, because I can't even really sit here and be like, oh, it's John Henry and Tom Warner.
Nah.
You can't. You can't. It's
these
the
men
board.
actually provided the funds. They provided
they-
the funds, so
they gave the money.
yeah,
they
I'm saying,
gave
so
the
it's
Werner
like-
even
But
went
you
out and
see,
said
the
it.
thing is-
Tom
the
Werner
thing
even said it.
is- The thing is, when you're doing things like this and you're pushing that kind of money into a team, you have to be really ruthless with who leads them.
Mhm.
Because
Be ready for the expectations that come with it.
Because now a lot of people are saying, because I had this conversation with some people and they said, oh, let's Slot finish the season. And I said, I don't think you guys realize a lot of players are aging.
Mhm.
We have Isak turning 28 next season, 28, 29.
With
We
this
have-
injury. We just added
Exactly.
2 more years.
Exactly. We have what's his name? McAllister turning 28. So a lot of these players are aging. You have to be at the top of your game.
We need a
If this
midfield
manager
overhaul,
isn't
in my
working,
opinion.
Get a new manager. Move forward.
Facts.
You don't have to wait. And you see, one thing I've been seeing with this season is our team is showing all the hallmarks of players who don't want their managers. And one of the key things you'd always see is the old players are playing very stupidly, and the new players are playing exceptionally well, which is what we're having this season. Our regulars are almost playing like, I don't expect this from you. And then you have the
No,
new
I
guys
did because
trying
they're
to,
not
like,
that good, to
show-
be honest, in my opinion.
Sorry?
I kind of did because they're not really that good. And I think they need to be moved on.
The old players? Yeah, but like you
Not the
could- you
old
can
players, the
see-
ones that came like in the last 3 years, like the Zabozlais and the
McAllister.
Graven.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
those
think
players,
it's-
I think we need
yeah.
a midfield overhaul. Like that midfield needs
Yeah.
to be
A
absolutely
lot of
gone.
things. The question is, maybe
But
We
that's
need
the
is
thing,
centre
it's
backs.
a system. It's
it's
a
the system. If we change a manager
Individually, they are
and the
good.
same thing is happening, I agree
Exactly.
with you.
Then you
Because
change it.
I'm looking at Manchester United and what Carrick just did. If they have
Exactly.
better players, they would have killed City.
They've
so
got a
bad.
balanced team, though, to be
They
fair.
would. They have
But that's the
players,
thing,
but they
it's
are not good enough.
balanced. It's not even balanced, Kwasi. It's depending on how the manager uses it.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai on his own is a really good player, and we all know that. You
I
can
don't
say the
know,
same
man,
thing for
like-
McAllister. You can say the same thing about Vert. Curtis Jones, you can also say the same thing about him. But then when you put them together, it almost doesn't make sense.
It's a system.
Exactly. So it's the
Havertz.
Yeah.
system.
None of them
Why
should be
you
playing on the
guys-
base of midfield. That's the problem.
Guys, stop adding more years to Alexander Isak's age. He's 26 years old today.
I was just about
Today.
I was thinking like, he ain't that old, bro.
Ahmed, as Ahmed
He's
thought.
yeah.
Listen, I don't know. I thought he was 27 when we got him. I'm
Listen,
sorry,
No, he's
people.
26. He's 26. He's
But
26.
again,
Listen,
Hey,
people.
Uncle Albert, before you, Uncle Albert, real quick.
Yeah.
Pops, this is the thing that me and John was talking about. We got to stop this thing of what happened yesteryear and focus about what's happening right now.
100%.
They won us the league. They're not winning the league as this year. So if it's not working, either the manager or the system or the player, something has to be changed. We can't keep going back to what somebody did for you. This is business. What have you done for me lately? We're giving you money to do for something. They didn't give him money to do what he did last year. It's for him to do something right now.
Yeah.
The only thing that he's supposed to do last year is to win, and it's not working. So I'm sorry. That one, I disagree with you. We can't keep relying on something that somebody did last year, because whatever we did last year is what we're doing now, and it's not working.
The here and now players, not
Yeah.
the in 2 years' time players that we did with club, because
Yeah.
almost every signing on the club, you could see they needed an extra year to develop, an extra 2 years. Honestly, this season, every signing we signed are starters. They should all start. Vert, Isak, Ekitike, Frimpong, Kirkes, they are all starters.
Yeah.
None of
But
them
no,
that you're going
I
to
mean,
say he needs
Pops,
years
I
to
agree with
grow up.
I agree with you with this question. Yes, the manager has everybody question the players, but the top
That's not
players are
valid,
also
too.
not stepping up as top players.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We can give the manager 90% of the blame, but that 10% where the players are also sitting there like they can lead, they can do something to help the cost. I'm sorry. We should not congratulate the players for winning the league last year. We should congratulate the manager alone, because it's the manager that's not crossed the white line. But Uncle Albert, please, I got like 3 minutes. You came in late, man.
Because listen, you are putting players under the bus when they have a knucklehead, K-pop brain manager who is destroying the team. Right? The guy is an absolute idiot. Listen, you heard what he said about Calvin Ramsey. How does a manager say that about
Yeah,
a player
that's
that he puts on the
diabolical.
bench?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right?
diabolical.
What a fucking nutcase, a
Don't curse, man.
psychopath.
Stop cursing this guy. You come here, start cursing. Try to
Sorry,
curse him.
man. Sorry, man. He is a psychopath, man. That guy. Sociopathic liar. He just lies for fun, man. Look at what he has done to Chiesa's career. See, footballers have a very short shelf life. You don't do that to a player. Whilst you go and lobby for Cody Gakpo, who happens to be my countryman, our countryman, to get £250,000 a week and play like that.
Guess what? Uncle
Cody
Albert,
Gakpo hasn't had a shot on target in 4 matches.
the guy don't even know what. Yesterday I was
The last
watching
time
him.
he scored a goal, it hit him on the thigh.
Last time I saw him.
But he's still playing because he's Dutch.
Oh, and Uncle Albert, just to add something, we haven't won a game since Cody Gakpo got back. Just aside the FA
Well,
Cup,
you
we
don't
haven't
expect to
won
win.
any game.
Let me tell you what's going. Let me tell you what he's going to do now. Let me tell you what he's going to do. Anyway,
Yeah.
Salah comes in. He puts Salah in the game. If we lose, he blames Salah. That's what he's going to do.
But you see
And he's
that-
going to
you
say
see
he
that,
didn't lose
yeah.
any match when Salah was gone.
Hey, guess what? Before John, real quick, I
Go
blame Pops, I blame Uncle Albert, and I blame Salah. Salah should have kept his mouth shut. This guy would have been fired, and we will be talking about something different.
Well, yeah, blame Salah and blame Chiesa. This same Chiesa.
They should have just shut their mouth. The guy was
Who kept him in a job when he saved that goal that was going in from
Oh.
Leeds? He should actually have scored an own fucking goal, man.
Oh my God! I
But the
know what
guy
Pops
seems
is.
to have 9 lives because trust Arsenal not to be able to do anything. I was expecting Arsenal to finish the job. A 3-0 loss at Arsenal would have sealed his fate. Trust Arsenal not to win that match.
And you know the
Arsenal.
crazy thing, yeah? Even this season, Arsenal is going to win the league mainly because no one is pushing.
That should not happen.
Because-
I'm sorry.
Dude, don't be too sure. They'll find a way to mess it up.
They
No,
messing
that's
up.
what I'm saying if they end up winning, it's because everyone else just lets them win.
They'll find a way to mess it up. Don't worry.
This week, if City had
I hope
won,
they do. I need no football. Need this.
Football.
We need them to miss this.
3 years ago, they were 8 points ahead with 5 matches left to go. What's his name? Saka kept missing penalties until they lost.
You see,
Don't worry.
you see,
They'll find a way to lose.
it's games like today where Villa need to capitalize. They didn't, and that's what's worrying me. That's what I don't like. That's what's frustrating.
I mean, how do we play?
How they lose to Everton? Did they lose at home?
They lost at home.
Yeah, they lost away. Yeah, they lost at home.
No, at home, Aston Villa. Yeah,
they lost at home to Villa.
Bro,
no, they lost at home to Everton.
Behind Arsenal.
That's the point I'm making of everyone.
They lost at home to
Everton.
Everton had only one chance and they scored.
Oh, and guys, just to point out something crazy, if we had won maybe 2 of the last 3 matches, we would be on like 42 points, 43 points. So,
you know what?
2 of the last 4. I'm not saying win all 4. I'm saying win 2 of the last 4. Leeds and maybe Burnley would be in a better position. But
how do we lose to Leeds? How do we draw with Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland?
At
home.
I promise.
Leeds, Burnley, Sunderland at home.
We haven't won against any of them.
And Cody Gakpo is still collecting £250,000
against them this season.
Salah coming in is going to be a problem because then there's going to be blame on Salah. Blame on Salah.
Kwesi, do you realize what the Egyptians did with Salah? Salah scored 3 goals in AFCON. Is it 3 or 4 goals? You know what they're doing? They played him as a striker. Why can't we play him as a striker, given his age?
I'm going to say this. I'm worried for Salah coming back because I watched some of the AFCON games and he was not that good.
No, because he's old.
Exactly. His age is showing.
Yeah, there's age is showing. There's age is showing.
That's the thing. Kwasi, that's the thing.
You are the one who always says Father Time always wins. I think that your favorite saying, undefeated Father Time. I mean, the time will come.
Exactly. And Uncle Albert, even last season, why Salah was so good was because he wasn't even going past the middle. He was always in and around the other half of the... Exactly. If you need the best from Salah, keep him there. Even with AFCON this season, most of the matches he has performed, he was.
But you can't keep him there. You can't keep him there and have them isolate our fullback because that's what everybody has been doing. Notice the reason why we have not been conceding goals is that we have virtually two fullbacks.
Yeah,
we have 2 fullbacks playing on the right side.
Yeah, Konate is more assured. The only time Konate makes mistake is when he's by himself.
Yeah.
You know?
My God.
Yeah, but given that Gakpo is collecting 250K a week, Konate is entitled to ask for whatever the
honestly, he should at this point. Yeah.
Pops, Olise is coming. Don't worry, Olise is coming. That wasn't my fault on that one. That was your boy Klopp. He's the one who let him go.
I don't trust our club anymore, honestly. We just know how to let everything go.
Yeah.
Olise will come to Liverpool, and if Slot is the coach, he won't play him.
It's dark out here, people.
But that's the thing. I think I heard the same thing about Gehi, and I don't know how true this is, but I think they said something about his decision was...
I have no fear.
He said something about... the club isn't sure if Slot will be here next season, which is why he's going to City.
Nah. That one. I'm not mad. That's not true. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him going to City. 400,000 a week. I'm gone. But that's the thing. In the summer he was coming into a championship team.
Yeah.
Now he's coming to a team that might not even make Champions League. Yeah. The price of yesterday is not the price of today.
Yeah.
And
this price,
the Liverpool, yeah, and him going to City, he's not sure even City is going. Pep is going to be there after this
next season. Yeah,
footballers. Excuse me to say, they are like prostitutes. They are like for the highest bidder. The guy is collecting his 300K a week, and you see, there's also another reason. Crystal Palace encouraged him to go to City because they wanted the 20 million pounds.
Yeah,
Look, Liverpool seem to have a brain problem, right? Liverpool, we seem to have a brain disease. You are taking a centre back who is essentially an 80 million pound centre back. You are getting him for 20 million and
And he still
assume
wants to
that
bargain.
you are assume that you are paying him 300,000 pounds a week. I don't agree with it, but assume you are paying 300,000 pounds a week. Amortize is 60 million pounds. So you are getting a 20 million pound. You are getting a 20 million pound discount anyway.
Yeah.
It's the
But
salary.
you see, for me,
I think it is the salary. The salary was too much. They live up 20
think
million.
for me, I got pissed off. For me, but Kwesi, if you are paying Cody Gakpo 250,000 pounds a week,
That's the thing.
He's entitled to 400,000.
I don't think Gakpo is making 250. Maybe close to
He
200.
is making 250. It's on record. Do your checks. Check
New contract.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
His new
New
contract
contract,
is
yeah.
250K a week, bro.
This is the thing.
250K a week.
Uncle Robert, let me tell you the other problem, I believe. I don't think, well, the Glasner blocking it in the last minute. But however, this is why I blame the fans too. You allow Virgil to stay. That means you give him a high increased wage, right? Konate is also looking at it like, you need to get me closer to Virgil. And you're going to bring Gehi, who hasn't done anything, and you telling everybody that he's going to make more than Konate? No. You put yourself in a
Konate
hole.
is leaving anyways.
But
sell it.
even worse, right?
I want to sell Konate and get
even
Gehi.
worse. Add this,
I would have sold
add this
Konate
to
and
what
get
you're
Gehi
saying.
this January right now because he's going anyway. Do what Crystal Palace just did.
This is what frustrates me
add
about
what you're saying. Add this to what you're saying. We are in negotiations for Gravenberch. What's his name? Gravenberch, Mark 10, and Zoboslai. We are doing negotiations to so if you bring in Gehi and you give him 300,000, you are opening a Pandora's box. You know that.
Yeah.
That's why.
And we are still paying
if-
Curtis Jones 15,000 pounds a week. We are still paying Curtis.
If we had gotten Gehi for free, then yes, you could give him that 300.
Yeah.
Because then it's based on he's coming for free.
He's coming for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if Konate hasn't signed a contract, sell him. Sell him and
Just sell
spend
him.
them. Use that money and pay
This is
for
the club,
what's the
this is
name?
the club.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sorry.
you know something. I think the club will buckle and give Konate the money he's asking for.
Mhm.
Just mark it anyway. You give him the money he's asking for.
Yeah. Now we put our thing is
We're not proactive.
we're not proactive and we put ourselves in a hole. And yes,
Oh yeah.
a lot of it you could say is from the previous regime, but still this regime, you right here now, you should fix this problem by now.
But Kwesi, let's be honest. Your boy Michael Edwards, nah.
No, he's
He
annoying
needs
the
to
hell out
back
of me right now.
Yeah, he needs to back up, man. He needs to come
annoying
and
the hell
visit.
out. This is the thing.
He needs
I'm
to,
saying
he needs
and
to
this is the
come and
thing.
visit you. He needs to come and visit you.
Oh,
for
I
a
called
pep
him.
talk.
I called him, and this is the thing. The only reason that I'm giving them is maybe their number one option is not available.
Number one option for
Because
what?
at the end of the day,
Because
you know,
people like,
fate.
do something, right? If you do something, who you bring in? The people don't want Stevie G. Like a third of Liverpool fans said we don't want Stevie G to just be.
But Alonso has landed in our lap. Alonso has landed in our lap. What are you waiting for?
Maybe he's not. Maybe Alonso is not their number one option. I said maybe Alonso is not their number one option.
Well, he should be. If you are buying them, if you are saying that you are predicating the future of the team on Florian Wirtz and his coach is available, what are you waiting for? His coach has played for us. His coach is a Liverpool legend.
No. But listen, Uncle. There's one guy named Enrique, which I want.
Thank you.
If there's an inclination that they say we could get this guy in the summer, they will be like, "Fuck it, let's keep riding this guy."
Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure you are prepared for Enrique?
We need
and
an
what
Enrique.
he's going to do?
No, we need one. That's what you need right now.
You needing an Enrique is different from what he's going to do when he becomes coach.
But you know, Liverpool.
What did Enrique do? What did Enrique do at PSG? What did he do at PSG?
A grown man.
No.
He turned out.
What did he do? He did something significant.
Listen. No, listen. When he came there, he turned everybody into grown men. Stop this foolish coffee. Yeah, everybody becomes serious.
Yeah.
But he did something.
Wait. Dembele.
No. Let me finish. You are not answering my question. He did something even more profound.
How will you know if
something even more profound?
Let me finish.
Talk about that.
Let me finish. Dembele didn't win the Ballon d'Or off a whole year. He won off 6 months when he and Enrique clicked, and when Dembele realized that this guy is not going to let me be foolish. That is what Liverpool needs. Liverpool owners do this all the time. If you are serious with them, they will let you run the whole show. They did that with Brendan Rodgers. Let me finish, Uncle. They did the same thing with Brendan Rodgers. They did the same thing with Klopp. Hence the reason why the Klopp Edward thing was going on. And they almost did the same thing with this guy, and the bottom fell out quick before they gave him the clash. What do they call it? Carte blanche. Yeah. Enrique is the guy. Enrique is the
profound thing. The most profound thing.
Let me finish, Uncle. I'm not done. Let me land. When you bring someone like Enrique, you know there's no foolishness. You are there to win. You're not there to build anything else. Alonso is somebody is going to build something for you. That's why I believe that the whole Madrid situation did not work too much. Obviously, there was other stuff. The person that I don't want is Nagelsmann. If they're waiting the summer to put Nagelsmann in, then we are in trouble. I promise you guys that. Then we are in trouble. But the person they should put in right now, if you want to be serious, like Uncle Albert, you talking about seriousness, you need to bring Enrique. Will he need money? Yes. These owners already told us that they're going to be serious. Then bring somebody like Enrique. You don't need time for sentimental stuff. Oh, he's a former Liverpool. No. Because when Klopp was here, what were we saying? Oh, he's too sentimental. We don't need no sentiment anymore. Bring Alonso in and see how the sentiment goes.
And you know the thing, Kwasi, is when Enrique comes.
Give me a second. Yeah. Let me respond to Kwasi. Kwasi, the biggest thing that was Enrique did that you didn't mention was that he got rid of all the prima donnas. Will Liverpool supporters allow him to get rid of all the prima donnas?
That was the point I was about to
about to tell you. You guys were ready to sell Salah in January when he opens his mouth. So Liverpool fans, this is the one part where I will give credit to Liverpool fans. Half of Liverpool fans are tired of this sentimental, Salah, Virgil. Some of you guys even say Alisson.
Kwasi, let me even help you out with the same point you're making.
Yeah.
Aside Salah and Van Dijk, who else are we sentimentally attached to in this club? Honestly, at this point. Aside those two,
Alisson,
Robo, 4. If we're being honest, if these 4 players leave this team, would he kill us? Let's be honest. Would he kill us? Maybe Alisson,
yes.
But any of the rest of them, I don't think he kills us.
Alisson,
the rest of
absolutely.
the 3 of them, I don't think he kills us. So what?
I don't even want to contemplate. I don't want to contemplate Alisson not being in our team. Alisson gives us a whole 15 points. 15 points every year.
Even if it does, if you sell Alisson and he goes with his 15 points, if he's able to structure the team enough, our midfield and attack should get us that 15 points back. We should not be needing our keeper to make 5 world-class saves in every match.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. No team wins the league doing that. And we're seeing it with Arsenal this season. Raya makes 2-3 saves in a match at most. Some matches he goes through the whole match without making any save. So if we have a decent keeper, and that's even if
this is the thing though, Ahmed, this is the part where people keep talking about the goalkeeper that wins you. Now let me finish. A goalkeeper that wins you championship and a go.
Yes.
No, let me finish.
I'm not saying Alisson is bad. What I'm saying.
No. I get you.
Good,
where are you gonna find another Alisson?
I don't think Enrique would sell him. Okay. I don't think Enrique would sell him because he's not one of those Messi, Mbappe type of players. They're trying to prove a point. Alisson is very down to earth. If you guys haven't noticed.
But this is the part that people don't get. Yes, he gets injured, but guess what? When he's back and he gets his 2 games and he's fit, listen, people. This is the reason why Arsenal hasn't won the league in so many years, because there's certain things that they need that they always be missing. They'll be playing well. Virgil for us was one of them. Fabinho was one of them. Alisson was a major one.
Those three were the key.
Those 3 ones. Because yes, Salah will score goals, Mane will score goals, Bobby will chip in. But that point, this reason why we could not beat City was it's always that little thing. You take Alisson out, yes, you will play well, you will structure well, but that one shot that will fly through and you need the goalkeeper to save. I'll give you the perfect example: Liverpool versus Napoli. Remember?
I was gonna say Karius.
Oh yeah, Judas Iscariot. That brother.
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
You know what
Liverpool versus Napoli. We needed to win it, and we were winning. But look how hard it took us to score the goal. And then
And
the
you see
last minute, we almost conceded. If it wasn't for Alisson's save,
that save is ridiculous.
And you see the thing, yeah. You see
That's the
thing,
difference.
Even now that you mentioned Karius, that final, if we had a decent goalkeeper, I think we would have won that match because the players were playing with everything in their body. It was the first if we didn't have Karius in post,
we would have won that match.
Exactly.
Mignolet will probably won the match for us.
Exactly. The point I'm making with Alisson is if you're saying Enrique would sell all of them, I'm saying it won't kill us, but it would affect us. One. But secondly, I don't think Enrique sells everybody. He sells the players who feel they're too big. Yes.
Those who don't fit his agenda.
You see, Ahmed, the question, Ahmed, the issue is it's okay to sell a player. The problem is not replacing him. You see, up to today, never mind what anybody says, we have never replaced Sadio Mane.
No, we haven't.
We have never replaced him.
Facts.
But that's the thing.
Right? I'm watching Sadio Mane right now, and there's something really sick about Liverpool supporters, right? Really sick. When Sadio Mane left because the club wouldn't give him the money he was asking for, we started selling a narrative that he was useless. Watch the Cup of Nations final now and tell me whether Sadio Mane is still useless. Is Cody Gakpo anywhere near Sadio Mane?
Why are you putting them two in the same conversation? That was your problem.
Well, they are playing it's the same sport.
No.
We said Cody Gakpo was the missing link. Pep Linders came to tell us he was the missing link. Right? Does he look like a missing link, or he looks like a missing?
Let me ask
Uncle Albert.
Real quick, Ahmed. Real quick. Yeah, real quick. People, make sure you hit the like button, man. We are giving you guys a lot of entertainment. I was supposed to be gone 45 minutes ago, and we are still here. But Uncle Albert is Pops is saying is Raya better than AB1? Pops, the fact that you put Raya and AB1 in the same conversation, you're gonna be sanctioned to go to court. You're gonna be sanctioned to go to court. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, Pops?
Uncle Albert, you see the thing you said about replacement? I think one thing I like about Enrique is he always either has a replacement in the team or he's getting someone quick. And I think that's one thing I have seen with him as a manager in both Barcelona and PSG.
Enrique, he brought in 2 players. That was
the 3 players.
On them the Australia.
Or
3.
Yes.
He changed them. He changed them. And then the midfield 2 that he brought in too, with your one more that was already there, Africa is there. The 2 that he brought from Portugal. Change everything. And then
he also promoted Desiree Doué, right?
Yep.
Yes.
If Desiree Doué was in Liverpool, your lemon head coach would have said he wasn't ready to play, right?
Exactly.
That
but that's the point I'm making.
He would have said he wasn't ready to play.
Yeah.
Albert, you see, that's the point I'm making with Enrique. He does what he has to do. When he eventually let PSG and he said, let Mbappe go, we're good. He moved Dembele from the wing to the striker because he knew this is what I want from you. So it's the same thing with Liverpool. If he is going to sell Salah, he's probably going to say, Ekitike, maybe I know you can play on the wing, so move there. But it would make sense. He's ruthless, but with the way the club is doing
with that guy, the thing with that guy is that if you're a prima donna, you are not playing in his team. End of story. That's it.
Uncle Albert, that is what Liverpool hierarchy has built the club to be. We do not have hierarchy. We don't have those type of players. Ekitike has a lot of fire, but you could see that he even cut off his
The
His head,
Braves.
just to look, you know.
I just want a coach who is not a sociopathic liar. That's it.
Stop listening
That
to his
guy
press
is a
conference.
damn. He
Stop
is a
listening
damn.
to his.
Personally, I agree with you. I've stopped. Let me
I
tell you
stopped
something.
watching it a
I'm trying to
long time
protect.
ago.
I'm trying to
I don't
protect
watch
my
any of
mental
his
health.
performance.
I am trying to protect my mental health. I have stopped listening to Slot. I don't listen to him anymore. I'm being very honest. That
Bro,
guy is a damn sociopath.
When he started talking about Arteta's statistics about scoring on set pieces, that's when I was like, okay, I'm done with you. You are very, very useless.
Oh, but what about his obsession with PSG? What about his
And he keeps
obsession
talking
with
about
Paris Saint-Germain?
PSG and
Every time
press
Paris
conference
Saint-Germain,
about
and
faith.
when I played in the Paris Saint-Germain game, and the Paris Saint-Germain game, and the Paris Saint-Germain game, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? This is Liverpool.
You know one thing I loved about Klopp here? We knew Man City was our biggest threat, but Klopp doesn't talk about Man City until we're playing Man City. And I promise you, the week after we play Man City, be it we win or we lose, he's going on to the next thing. Even
He's
if you
moving
bring
forward,
questions
yeah.
about Man City, it's like, we're playing Arsenal this week, not Man City.
Like I said, and I've said again and again and again, I've taken back everything I said about Klopp. I've taken it right back. Taken everything back. Because only a fool leans upon his own misunderstanding. That's what Bob Marley said. And if you misunderstand who this our manager is, then you don't know football.
yeah. Right.
This is a guy who told us that he didn't want to block Rio's path.
But
right?
Which is why he didn't sign.
But didn't sign anybody else. But yet he doesn't play him.
He doesn't field him. And you know why he doesn't field Rio? Because Rio was at fault for the goal we conceded against Crystal Palace. Go and watch it again. Rio is the one who didn't head out. When he kept saying that one of the players was already almost gone.
Yeah.
He was talking about Rio. A lot of people think it was Cody. It wasn't Cody, it was Rio he was talking about.
Rio. Yeah.
That's why he doesn't want to play him. You played a match and you played the same team for 96 minutes, save for one player getting injured.
I have a question for Pap. When Edwards came back, did you no, I won't say Edwards came back. Did you go to the parade last year? Pop, did you go to the, even if you were not there physically, were you there in spirit like some of us? If you were, then yes, they did their job. Okay, go ahead. Are we done? Can we move on? Okay, then thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate all of you guys, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
honestly, I think for this season,
at this point,
Uncle Albert, your mic is acting like slot right now. People,
sorry.
thank you so much, man.
But I just want to throw one last
we need to
question.
blame.
Go ahead, Ahmed. Uncle Albert.
Yeah. Do you guys think we should stick with Slot till the end of the season?
No.
Do you think we
hell
need
no.
him out now?
Hell no. What's wrong with you, man?
And get no.
What is wrong with you?
Ahmed, you're moving like car right now. You're moving like car.
I asked, no, hear me out. I asked the same question on Twitter.
Ahmed, there are 6 teams. No, Ahmed, listen. There are 6 teams that are within 3 points of us. Why the hell would you want to keep that turnip, man?
But that's the thing. I asked the same question on X, and I think I had like 300 responses. I like 200 said keep him till the end of the season. My take personally is get him out, get the new manager, or even if it's an interim manager, to ride us till the end of the season. There's still a lot of games to play. We still have about 16 games to go.
I agree.
If you can't be able to get 40 points from that, you're guaranteed a top 3 finish, especially with the way this season is going. And that puts us in a very good position where the players are buying into the new idea already.
This is the thing. And I agree with you because he said we are only vying for top 4 and Champions League. So you don't need him.
Exactly.
If we was the league, then I say, okay, let him finish his league. But he can't win the league. anybody can come in and play a tournament football. Tournament football, you don't need to be at your best.
Yeah.
You just need to have a tactics and a plan and stick to it.
And you need to be,
And he has
you need to be
Levo.
lucky. And
And
you
he
need
has
to be
Levo.
lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has
So
I
Levo.
mean, this is a guy who gets booed. Liverpool supporters boo and say, I don't consider it as boos. I think it's frustration. Why the hell do people boo? You damn schmuck. Why the hell do people boo? Damn schmuck.
no, say the same to Virgil. Virgil talking about we should not be booing.
He's another person who should go.
He's
You guys know that, right? He should also
Oh,
go.
yeah, we do.
I'm
Yeah, we
getting
do.
way tired of his press conferences.
I'm
Pops,
tired
I
of
didn't
all of their
say-
press
I didn't say
conferences.
keep
Tired of it.
slots, honestly,
I'm tired of
Pops.
it.
I didn't say keep slots.
And he talks about outside noise. What the hell is outside noise?
Pops, what are
You
you
know what
saying?
it
You say,
costs?
"Wesley, I'll look
You
at
know what
you
it costs
sign-"
us? You know what it costs us to buy the merchandise that pays your salary?
Yay. I'm going
Outside
to,
noise.
I'm going to my local outlet. We have Tommy Hilfiger, and Liverpool just signed a deal with Tommy Hilfiger. So I'm just saying, I'm going to be looking nice.
Is it a deal? Is it a deal that obviously it's not a deal that replaces Adidas. It's a deal that basically Tommy Hilfiger gets to tag along, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Pops, I've made some calls. That's what I'm saying. The only reason they will keep him is because the number one option is not available. And I don't want the number one option to be Nagelsmann. Because I know after this World Cup, German is going to fire him.
No,
I want Enrique.
I'm gonna maintain my point from the last your last live Quasi, that I think that either way, whoever it is, I think the next Liverpool manager will be Spanish.
Spanish?
He will be Spanish.
I will be cool with that.
Yeah.
I'll be cool with that. I know I'm not right now, Alonso,
Make of it what
You know,
Alonso, Enrique,
you are
Fabregas,
talking-
he will be Spanish.
You are talking
Yeah.
like that. You are talking like those prophets in Ghana who, at the beginning of every year, they say a big man is going to die. Of course,
Yeah.
every year, a big man dies.
And they don't point out who it
Right?
is.
Because the two people who are most likely to remove that Dutch fraud is Alonso and
Enrique.
Enrique. And both of them are
Yeah.
Spanish.
That's
So you are
true.
behaving
Yeah.
like the prophets who keep
I
telling
think
us a big man is going to
He's
die.
John the second anyway, so
Yeah. Then they come up and say, I saw somebody's wife die. Of course,
Yeah.
somebody's wife will die. Right? And they say,
Oh, my
I saw a major accident. Every year there's a major damn accident. Right?
Oh my
So
God.
anyway, thing is,
Yeah, big up
like
to
I
you
said,
guys, man.
at this
Thank you so
point,
much.
I am blaming the people who should sack Slot. They are the
I'm on
problem.
your we all agree. I'm on the same
100%.
boat with you. Because at this point they're looking at it. They're looking at it and they are okay with it. So
and
but
you see,
we all,
Kwasi, yeah, there was an opening when we lost when we didn't win 9 matches in 12.
Mhm.
If we had gotten a new manager, I feel like we would be in the top 2 conversation right now. Because there was an opening at that time for you to recover and still make it in there.
after Manchester United, they should have
Exactly.
fired him.
After Villa.
When we won.
Actually, yeah.
When we won,
And then we went on the
No,
break. Yeah.
they should have sacked him after Manchester United.
After Manchester was the last
I was
struggle.
off the slot
And we've
train
had so
after.
many windows that
How do you
way
allow
where-
this guy with his size 15 feet to come and score us in the last minute?
Mhm.
Harry Maguire.
But that's
Are
the
you
thing.
serious at all?
There are so many opportunities now that we have to change this manager and do better. You get a new manager, we could still win the Champions League. That is still open for grabs.
Yeah.
And I think most people are forgetting that. The league might be gone, but we still have the Champions League to play.
And we
If
did
you're
our
able
part
to
to
do
make
a
sure that
double-
Arsenal don't win.
Exactly. If you do a double, you can get the FA Cup and the Champions League. It's really not a bad end of the season for us.
Even
I mean, how do you play a football match for 96 minutes and not have a shot on target? And then you come and tell us it's an improvement. And it's an
An
improvement on
improvement
what?
on what? On what? Exactly. On what?
on zero, everything on zero is an improvement, right?
And you are on £5 million a year. You know,
Nah.
one fine
We
day,
drew against
somebody
Burnley and he was saying
one fine
this
day,
was the better
somebody should bring
performance.
all these people to trial for causing financial loss to football. How do you pay this guy £5 million a month, a year?
Uncle Albert,
£5
I know
million
you and Kwasi. I know you and Kwasi said you don't listen to him. But after the Burnley game, he said, "Oh, I saw a lot of improvements," and I'm like, "It's fucking Burnley. What
I
improvements
fell asleep.
do you want to
That
see?"
was the game on Saturday. I fell asleep. So I
He
don't know
said he
what.
saw improvements,
Ahmed,
and I promise you, the
Kwesi,
first thing out of my mouth
Kwesi,
was,
you
"What the
guess
fuck
what?
do you want to see? It's Burnley." What?
Kwesi, guess
Even
what?
Barnsley.
You and
He wa-
I did the same thing. Guess what? I didn't see the penalty. I didn't see Florian Wirtz's goal. I didn't see any of that because I was fast asleep.
Man, that game was so
Liverpool,
boring.
Liverpool can put you to sleep without having a shot of any alcohol.
And then Virgil is talking about you don't have the right to boo.
And Kwasi, you know something funny, yeah? When we played against Barnsley and I went on X and I saw a lot of our fans saying, "Oh, we did well," I just sat here and I'm like, I don't think you guys have supported this club long enough. This was a match that under Klopp, I promise you, I think half
the game
of
would
that
have been
squad
over in the
won't
first
even
half.
be there. No, that's the thing.
100%.
Not even the game would have been over. Half of that squad won't even be there, not even talk of stats.
Ahmed,
That was a
the
game for
biggest
real.
problem,
Chiesa,
the
and
biggest
Dance
problem
to
for
win.
us, the biggest problem for us is that we are relying on individual brilliance every match. Whether it
Exactly.
is us equalizing or it is us scoring a goal that keeps us in the match. It is look at our last God knows how many matches. It's always a case of somebody's individual brilliance. That's very dangerous.
That Barnsley game is
Very
the biggest
dangerous.
example of it.
Even the Burnley game, it wasn't an exceptional goal. It was Ekitike made a shot, the keeper blocked it, he ricocheted out and he landed for Wirtz.
And
And he
most of
almost
the
missed
teams
too.
we play, gets one chance and bang, they score.
Of course.
So how can you keep a coach like this there? How can you keep him there? For what?
Nah. I'm really tired of
Let's
this
keep
thing.
keeping on. Let's keep keeping on. For me,
I'm really tired.
I've gotten to the point where I have one or two more matches and then I just stop watching Liverpool matches.
Oh no, I'm done
That's
with the
all.
league. I think Burnley was the last league game I'm watching. I would watch us in the FA Cup and the Champions League. But for the league,
how
I'm
does
done,
this coach
honestly.
make the case to anybody that he doesn't want Semenyo? And they agree, I don't want Semenyo. And you have Gakpo.
Stop fighting with Gakpo, man. It's not Gakpo's
And not
fault.
even that.
Kwesi,
Why would
Nah, Kwasi,
a
I don't even
Liverpool
blame you,
manager?
though.
I can't blame
Why-
Gakpo. It's the manager. This
You know the
one,
thing
No,
is,
I
you know,
don't blame
Kwesi,
Albert for
Kwasi
hating
and
on
John,
him.
you see,
Oh,
yeah,
Kwesi,
the thing
Gakpo,
is,
yeah.
one at a
my
time.
biggest-
One at a time. One at a time.
Cody Gakpo has played 4 matches as a center forward and not had a shot on target. 4. Keep that.
And you know something aside that, yeah, for me, it's just a case of we can't keep going this way. You can't keep dropping points every week and then trying to make it sound like, oh, but it's better than last week. Oh, we're not losing any matches. We haven't lost a match.
Stop
in
listening
12.
to the manager's press conference. I'm telling you, your head
That's
is
why I said he's a sociopath. That guy is better.
Anyway.
That guy is better than Baghdad Bob. He is better than Baghdad Bob. That
Anyway,
guy.
I gotta go right now, Jen. I appreciate you guys coming in. People in the
Thank you,
chat,
man.
thank you
Appreciate it,
so
man.
much. Please get the likes up,
Big up.
people. Get the likes up,
Like the
please.
stream,
Help a brother.
stream.
Like the streams. Come on. I know you're not gonna subscribe. At least like it. Thank you
Nah,
so
subscribe
much,
too,
all of
man.
you guys.
Subscribe, man.
Please.
Please
Thank you.
continue.
Thank you.
Take care. Okay?
Appreciate you guys,
Bye.
man. Peace
Cheers.
out.
Appreciate it, bro.